Hello, hello, is there anybody in there? Is there anybody in there? Is there anybody in there? Is there anyone home? Hello, hello. What the fuck? Huh? My shit too low. Oh, there it goes. Okay now. Why is my filter so fucky? Maybe. Okay. More on the mic like this. Is that better? Hello, hello. That's fine. Yes. Hello, hello. Listen to this.
At the end of that conversation, it definitely it painted a different picture for me.
Definitely.
And I think I should have absolutely let myself sit for a
Should
day
have.
before I jumped on stream, talked to another streamer, looked over the content again, and uploaded and tweeted about it. I should have given myself more time because
Should have.
I definitely made mistakes here.
Okay, I think not giving yourself time is part of the job. You know, so I obviously I agree with you. I don't think you should make such serious accusations, but I also think we are in a fast-paced, moving profession where when something happens, you do want to get on stream and talk about it and talk about the drama and express yourself, and the personal and the professional and the show all get mixed into one. So. Yeah, for my sake, you should have waited. I guess maybe for the sake of both of our reputations, you should have waited. But for the sake of entertainment and money, not waiting is incentivized. If you had waited, can I ask you what you think you would have said, given more time to reflect on it, or if you would like to say something now or something different now? Is it like I just want to know what your position is.
Yeah, so I would say my position is probably still with that first set of tweets. My takeaway of that debate is still the same. I think you
still same.
That the ending of that debate. I haven't changed my mind about that, and I'd be more curious to see how other people felt about it. Probably, I don't know if I need more time to even think about that one, but I feel like my takeaway of the debate is accurate, but I see where maybe talking and gassing it up with my stream, reacting to that clip, even dragging it out instead of considering how it would be taken. I don't think I would have done that, but I think I do still have the feeling, at least right now, that it doesn't make sense why it happened the way that, like, you covering it with my full cam and doing that, I still don't understand. And I know that you're saying your reason, but I don't want to overcorrect, and just because I feel bad that there were things I said incorrectly, but I still have bad feeling or unresolved feeling about that situation.
Unresolved.
Okay. I think that is makes sense given how you felt about me during the conversation, and yeah, if you think my behavior is inexplicable and odd, and you have a big question mark, and at the same time you've decided or gotten the read that I'm maliciously trying to undermine or harm you during the stream, I understand why you would feel uneasy about me.
Obama.
Okay.
Wow.
Stephen, as a moderate voice in this conversation, is there anything you want to say about Terry's response? Which thing? Like right now, or like her
Yes.
tweet?
Damn.
The summation of what Cherry has said. For those in your audience who feel that there is pushback to be made, and you're probably the most responsible person to make that pushback.
I'm giving everybody in this combo a strong gotcha.
Cool.
I don't know. I got DM'd earlier when I saw it. I think Max DM'd me, and I think I said LOL, and then I think Stardust, and I think Cherry DM'd me, and I said LOL.
And I said, LOL.
Kind of seemed kind of silly to me. I can understand maybe Cherry feels uncomfortable for some reason, but obviously the implication is like incredibly severe in terms of what's being accused. So I thought it was like, if you're gonna make accusations like that, you better be pretty fucking sure, because there's gonna be huge ramifications. Yeah, I think that was my
Same shit.
Well, as the writer of history, what happened here?
Are you're asking me to conceive of states
The
of
audience,
mind?
the audience.
I
needs-
don't see enough to
the-
think that anybody's doing anything to intentionally make anybody feel creepy or creeped out or awkward. That seems like for me, I think I said this earlier, I think on stream, I would need to see more to demonstrate that. That's a pretty big accusation. And I would need to see some kind of like, oh, has he given any indication for doing something like that? That was my read on it.
Okay, so you're saying that what's your summary of what has occurred here today?
It seemed like you were.
Are you willing to give?
That's what I saw. I didn't see any more than that. I wouldn't assume there was any like malintent or anything, but I wouldn't see enough to. Do you need more than that, or do I need to be more clear? Or? I don't think you were intentionally trying to creep anybody out.
I think we should hear Lab's opinion.
All right, I'm unmuting them now. I think at this point, sorry, Dudley is being loud.
That's terrible.
Extremely unfair. I think it sucks so bad, Stephen, that you have not come to Max's aid at all. I think that you know how
Careful!
big
Hold on.
sexual
If you wanna be-
harassment allegation is. We just saw Cherry fucking lie about it. She did not concede. She doubled down on it.
You're assuming.
is
Hold on.
clearly-
Hold on. Okay, so Lab, you
Max
just made.
cannot. No. Let me finish.
Okay,
because
finish.
Max cannot defend himself right now because if he
Damn
does,
it.
he looks really bad. So he needs you. He needs you to create a narrative, or not create a narrative, but to tell the general public that he is not a creepy antisocial rapist, and you will not do it for some
Okay,
reason.
so no, shut the fuck up. Hold on, stop. Lab, you just made the exact same fucking mistake that Cherry did. Okay, Cherry saw an action. She assumed a state of mind. Don't ever fucking roll your eyes at me like that. I swear to God, if I ever
Or
see you do
what?
that again, okay?
Or what?
Stop.
Or what?
So Cherry's huge fuck up here was that she assumed a state of mind, or she assumed an intention that probably wasn't there. I don't think it was enough. And I did say that unequivocally. I said that in clear terms. I think most people understand. I don't think Max said anything weird or creepy. And I think it was probably dumb to tweet it out. I've already said this, okay? I'm not gonna come here and get on some fucking giant fucking bully pulpit because you've
wait
got
a second, wait.
What?
Didn't
Okay.
say Max
I
did
would
nothing
like to
wrong.
respond.
Then at least say
I'd
that.
like
Wait,
to
I didn't
respond.
even finish responding. Fucking Lab, okay? Your problem, Lab, is you are assuming that Cherry is like just fucking lying, okay? Now it could be.
Just lie. She did just lie.
Saying something that is not true is not the same as lying. Do you understand that?
Yes, it is, you dumb bitch.
Okay, sure. Let me explain. No, stop. No, stop. I don't. Stop. Okay. A lie implies intent. Okay. If I tell you I'm gonna be home by 5, yes, it does. You dumb bitch. Okay. If I tell you I'm gonna be home by 5 p.m. today and I run late from work and I get home at like 5:20, I didn't fucking lie to you. It ended up not being
First
true.
of all, don't talk to me like that.
Okay, then stop.
Don't call
Hold
me
on,
a dumb
stop.
bitch.
You're actually tricking the fuck out of me. Holy shit, stop. There is a difference between a lie and being wrong about something, okay? It could totally be the case. The problem I'm having with you is you're making the exact same mistake that Cherry's making, but you're like eager to blow your load down her fucking throat about it, okay? Cherry could have actually been uncomfortable, and she could have actually made incorrect assessments, and she could have actually remembered things incorrectly. And I think
was uncomfortable to some extent.
let me finish. The evidence.
But she blew it up for attention.
Stop.
Wait, so-
the
okay,
evidence.
let me- can I-
I'm gonna ban all of
Okay.
you. Let me fucking finish my fucking statements. All of you, okay? The evidence, I think, supports me because all of this is video
Nice.
recorded, and Cherry is the one who tweeted out the exact fucking clip that we just used to disprove what she said, which shows me she's probably not intentionally lying. She probably misremembered the event, because why the fuck would she put evidence on Twitter that would disprove her own fucking statements if she was maliciously and intentionally telling a lie, okay? So I don't think she was lying. I think that she was probably misremembering what happened because she was more emotionally involved in it. That was like changing the way that she viewed the events. So I think she was wrong, and I think that going live with these tweet accusations, whatever, was dumb, and she shouldn't have done it. It was irresponsible, obviously. She should have gone over more, maybe even approached Max privately. Those are my statements about everything. Go ahead.
Damn it.
Yes, but I'm gonna take the Cherry's a fucking liar stance. So.
Okay, I feel that when Steven, if you're characterizing what she did,
Damn it.
I agree with you. It's not intentional, or that she's confused. I agree with that. But if you're gonna describe it as just silly, it feels like you're absolving her
Silly.
of the responsibility that comes
So
with
silly.
a platform and comes with making accusations like this, where I think you do have some kind of responsibility to not be confused when you make these accusations.
Yeah, I just said that. You shouldn't be going live with stuff like this without doing a very clear, like, recording of what's happening. What do you want me to say? Cherry,
said it, but-
you're a dumb
You
fuck.
clearly
Don't
didn't
do this.
watch
No, I
Cherry.
don't know. I don't want.
Cherry.
No, stop.
Fuck you, Cherry.
I want to finish what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
No, I don't want you to performatively mock me by calling Cherry dumb. That's not what I'm asking you to do, obviously. I'm saying that when I text you about it and you say LOL,
LOL.
and you say LOL, and you get on stream and you say, this is a
LOL.
little silly. You're both, this is kind of silly. Well, like, yeah, it is silly because it's kind of baseless and unfounded, but when a baseless and unfounded accusation or a silly accusation can ruin someone's life, I feel like you calling it silly at that point is kind of absolving her of all
Okay,
responsibility.
the reason why
Max,
I think all of this
no.
is silly is because none of this is ruining anybody's life, and I don't think anybody's gonna remember this in 2 days. The accusation is that somebody showed somebody their fucking pubes. I don't think anybody's gonna remember this 2 days from now. Now, I understand why you feel like it's horrible, and I know why you have to respond the way you do, and I understand that, I'm empathetic to that, but nobody's gonna be talking about this in 2 days. This is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. I don't think anybody's
also
gonna,
not
in the future,
accurate.
be like, remember that time Max showed his pubes to those girls, it's fucking horrible? That's why I said this is silly. But yeah, it's dumb and it's irresponsible, she should have done it. I agree with that, of course.
But also,
Do you think people aren't waiting
for
for Max to fuck up? Do you think people aren't waiting for Max to fuck up even a little bit?
Not as much as you're waiting for Cherry to fuck up.
Hilarious.
That's
Please
true.
let
Hold
me
on,
know
that is
when I
true.
can
You
say
literally
something.
told me you were coming on stream to do a victory lap. So yes, of course.
Whoa,
people are
is that true?
yes. So of course people are
Yeah.
waiting for people to fuck up. Yeah, no shit. Everybody's doing that. Okay? Jesus.
Okay.
You're acting like both things can't be true. I can fucking hate Cherry and she can also be fucking wrong right now. Steven,
I get
you're
both of those are
scared-
true.
Steven,
Cherry is
you're
fucking
scared-
wrong, and you hate Cherry. I believe in both of those things.
You're
Right?
scared to go too hard on Cherry because she already wrote fucking Twitlonger about you. This is a pattern that Cherry has. This is a pattern that Cherry has.
Cherry can write as many Twitlongers about me as she wants. I don't care. I am not scared of any of you crazy fucking women writing any Twitlongers about me, because I'm above it all.
Why is it
Write all of them.
happening?
Write all the Twitlongers you want. Please, Twitlonger me right now. I just told you I was gonna kill you in DMs. Write a Twitlonger about it. Lab, do it, okay? Listen, it has nothing to do with who I'm scared about. Everything I've said is true. Go back and watch any clip of anything that I've said. It is true that, yes, hold on. It is true that, yes, people are waiting for Max to fuck up. That is true. But you're also waiting for Cherry to fuck up, which is also true. So everybody's making way too extreme statements about everything. For instance, Cherry was being irresponsible in the statements she made. That is true. But that doesn't mean that Cherry was fucking lying about everything she said. That is true as well. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I'm not making too extreme statements, though, right?
No, your statements, Max, are annoyingly fucking reserved, and I understand why you should be going way harder, but obviously you're scared because of the implication. Live was right on that. You're worried about it looking bad, but yeah, you should be pushing way harder. You shouldn't be like, Cherry, is there anything that maybe you would want to, like, rephrase? But what you should say is, Cherry, why the fuck are you implying that I was fucking sexually harassing you when that's obviously not the case of what happened? You should be going way harder, but you guys are all free to do your own shit. Go ahead.
I just want to say, Max,
Oh.
Destiny did not, he did not support me when I came on to address it after I heard a caller come in and talk about it. and I haven't gotten a warm reception. I've even got DGGers telling me they hope that I permanently take a break. Like the community I'm in does not accept what I did.
More.
Well, I don't want them to say that to you, obviously. I think, Stephen, your assessment of the damage done to me is purely, like... monetary.
Health or
not monetary.
What?
You're talking about like no one's gonna remember this, but I am gonna remember it. It's like a horrible experience to have two people who you were friendly with or friends recently do something that could destroy you. I know you're saying it couldn't, and you roll your eyes at it immediately. That's I don't know. This is not how it feels.
I mean, can I talk? I think
Why do you talk?
listening to your conservative parents telling you to pull your pants up, Max, that's the right thing to do. You sound like a level 6 retard when you don't push back against a clear liar like Sherry. She's admitted her intention was she got, destroyed in a debate by the pedal guy, and now she's mad?
No, that's not her intention. That's not.
How the fuck should we defend you?
Because she's not
Adam.
saying that's not her intention. She's saying that that's why she thinks that she came to the conclusions that she did, and she said she's confused.
So why go public about it?
She shouldn't have. I
She
think
shouldn't
she
have gone.
announced
Yes, I push back against that. I don't think you should go public with something if you're confused.
This
That's what she
is.
said it first.
I think I
What is there? There's nothing to argue.
She's
There's nothing to push back
assigning-
against.
She's assigning malice to you.
Yes.
Why
I
can't
think
we?
that-
Why can't we ask the question why she would go public with that?
Because
That
you're
is
doing the
clearly
same thing that you're
malicious.
accusing.
You
You're
are. That's the
doing
problem.
the same thing that you're accusing
Why
her
is
of
that
doing.
a problem? We
Just
should
'cause
be
it
doing
makes
this
it-
to
it
people
makes
who,
it-
who fake
Because
allegations.
okay,
We should be
I want to
doing-
explain this. I want you to stop talking while I explain this to you.
Okay.
Because the problem is not that she's on the wrong side and that the mudslinging or telling people to kill themselves or trying to ruin people's lives should be aimed at her. It's that you shouldn't do it.
Shouldn't do it.
Darius, if you lose your fucking shit, I will kick you.
I'll just fucking leave then.
I think that's true, but I think that when she has
So then
publicly said
stop
something,
doing it, because by doing it to her, you are defending her doing it to me inadvertently.
The liberal logic.
What? Okay, Lab is bringing up a
Sour.
There is a huge potential cost here for Max, and that is probably not just enough to everyone to be like, oh, I shouldn't have done
What's
that,
up?
LOL. Because theoretically, if the accusation were slightly different, if the media environment were slightly different, or if somebody else decided to come out with another slightly bullshit accusation, cost to Max would be
Sucky.
extreme. So it feels like Cherry gets
I don't know how to say your
This is a
name.
right?
I'm sorry.
This is already a permanent black mark on my record. One accusation is a fucking shitload.
Kind
more
of
than zero. Actually,
bored
it's two,
today,
because they
so I'm
collaborated on
listening
it.
to
So
some
if I
old
get 4 or 5 more,
Destiny.
I'm at 6. Like, I don't know how many you have to have before it's like, well, it
VODs.
doesn't matter if you did it. It doesn't matter if you did it. And so I'm now 1/3 or
that
1/5 of the
bullshit.
way to being labeled as a sexually harassing sex pest.
Bro, you
Sex
have a song
fest.
called "I'm a Pedophile." Relax. What the fuck are you talking about? You're talking about
Yes.
optics. You're
That's a
talking
good
to me
point.
about
That's a
optics.
That's a good point, John. That if you're going to make provocative
Make a song
content,
about Cherie.
if you're going to make provocative
Cherie.
content that gives people mixed or bad feelings about you, it is important to behave with extreme professionalism.
Extreme
When you interact with,
professionalism.
which is why I do. So I have a song called "I'm a Pedophile," but I don't have kids accusing me of being a pedophile.
He also has a
Right.
song called I Kill Pedophiles. to be clear.
I also have a song called "I Kill Pedophiles." I have content about being in a previously abusive relationship, but I don't have partners coming out of the woodwork accusing me of shit that I haven't talked about. It's
Okay, well,
very
Max-
important. It's very important that my public face and that I show with my art. I basically have to be a Boy
shit.
Scout in order to do what I do.
Well, Max, I'm a political operative against you, and I'm telling you, you didn't do anything wrong. You got up with your saggy ass, and she assassinated your character. You not actually defending yourself and pushing back is making you look kind of weird. You gotta tell Sherry.
No, it's not. It's making me. No, it's not. You just don't know how to make yourself look good in this situation,
Max,
and that's okay. I really don't want your advice.
Okay,
I really
Max,
don't want
Max,
your advice.
Stop. You're level 6 retard. If you and Sherry become friends again,
Level
the next time
6
she does this, it's gonna
retard.
be way worse.
Ah,
And we
God.
probably won't become friends.
We're not gonna be
This, I
friends again.
definitely want to grab that, whatever the fuck that is.
This is my final public appearance with Cherry. We're not gonna be friends. We're not gonna be friendly. We're not gonna be on streams together. I need to protect myself. And
Ooh,
I
stay
again, I
time.
believe everything you're saying. I don't think you're like a bad, awful person. I'm not reading malintent into what you did, but I have to protect myself.
Son of a bitch.
I understand.
Ooh.
Is there anything anybody else wants to say while I'm still here?
Wait, are you gonna leave after this?
Wait, is there more you want to talk about?
I just wanted. Are we cool? Me and you? This is completely
Yeah.
side note.
God.
Yeah. Why, is there a reason we wouldn't be?
No, I just haven't talked to you in a minute, and I didn't know if like something changed.
No, of course not. We should catch up sometime.
Yes, absolutely.
You'll be fine, Max.
Sorry this happened, Max. I know that this is a weird thing to. Obviously you're being very empathetic.
Can you? I know. Can you stop being passive aggressive to Cherry during the final moments?
I think I'm being aggressive. First of all, I don't think it's very
Can you
passive.
stop? Can you? Whatever it is. If you're gonna say something to me, can it actually be directed
You
towards
ain't
me?
sorry for
instead of-
shit, nigga. You are so fucking happy.
Wait, I also don't want to make it. I don't want to make it public. I think I've already told you what I.
Blood
what I do, but
essence.
also I-
Oh, blood
like,
essence.
I
You said it.
appreciate
You said it on
being
stream too, but I
Whatever.
appreciate it.
Did I?
Yeah.
There's no space in my
But it was very empathetic.
No
and
space.
You're right.
I don't have
I must make room.
this crossbow. I don't
It's
need
like a
this
pubic
shit right
false
now.
flag.
Well,
One could describe.
Lav, do you think you engaged honestly with Cherry during that conversation?
Dude, irrelevant.
All
Aren't
right,
you guys?
wait. I want to leave before we get into the interpersonal shit.
Okay. Love you, Max.
Anything else? And I love you too.
oh
Anything
god,
else wanna
fuck
say
it.
or what?
I'm leaving.
Okay, we've all said our piece tonight.
Wolf.
Be careful. Stay safe.
Also,
I'm trying.
just for optics, the whole creepy teacher TV in the background. You know the creepy teacher that rolls the TV? You should get rid of that.
Why you like?
I know that you and Cherry are friends.
Why do you like this?
I know that you want to like get a dunk on me, obviously, because you're trying to like
Whoa, I don't-
signal your side.
Wait, if
Cherry
I wanted to
obviously-
wait, hold
shut
on.
the fuck up.
Okay.
Cherry
All right,
obviously
go
did
ahead.
something
Slay.
extremely inappropriate. Regardless of whether or not I don't like Cherry, even if I liked Cherry, I would have this fucking conversation with her. But this just so
Probably because
happens.
you hate women. Go on.
No, I don't. I've had
Jeez.
perfect conversations with Brittany Simon. Love her. With Erudite, I've had great conversations with. I don't fucking hate women. With Aoife, I've had great conversations with. You suck. You suck. Don't make it a it's
You
about all women
suck.
thing. You got on me for doing that, Cherry. You got
I
on
heard
me
you
for
hopped
saying that
on
same
this-
fucking thing.
I heard you hopped
You
on the stream.
suck.
You decided to
You
apologize
suck.
to Madame Genevieve. You decided
You are
to take all the
severely mentally
criticism
ill. You are an
and change the
attention whore.
content
You are a
creator that
hate
you
Jesus
are.
Christ.
I don't.
Ladies,
You are a
ladies.
bad. You are a bad person to me. You are a bad person to me. It's not
Okay.
that you're a
Fucking
woman.
chill.
It's nothing. You are just a bad person to me. So irrelevant.
Yep.
All relevant.
None of these criticisms have the basis of me just not liking her. We watched her lie, regardless of whether or not she did it on purpose. We watched her
I
fib.
fucking hate
Why would
her
you
so
purposely tell a
goddamn
story to
dumb.
back yourself up and not have the facts? Why would
So,
you?
I
Especially
would've-
when so much is on the fucking line.
Bring up
When
what?
so much is on the line.
spell
Cherry's
check.
not stupid. She knows that if she says something publicly like this, she knows what it's gonna do to Max's reputation.
Nice.
Max couldn't defend himself because it would fucking look bad. So I felt like I had to. Because no one else was. Steven wasn't going
Yeah.
to.
Careful.
Shit. Yeah.
So on the lying thing, I agree with the brother Steven. I think intentionality is a very important part of that. Like your intentions in that. whether or not it's
brother
malicious is
Steven.
very important. Like, if you just didn't have enough information leading into it, or to the your knowledge something was the case, then
It's
I
not
consider that
bullshit.
entirely different than you maliciously going.
But I need
I
to
know
make-
something
yeah.
is
I
a
make
matter
a
of fact,
copper
but I'm going to say
sword
something
now.
else. I think these are entirely different
Lines
circumstances.
are also
more.
crushed when you're mentally ill and you're making prescriptions. She
I need,
psychoanalyzed him, saying that she
whoa,
was,
I need a lot of
that
leather
he was
and a lot
antisocial.
of
I think she probably thought that, right? But like, how much of that?
see,
How
can
much does
I
it matter
build,
if she actually thought that when she is publicly saying that to a bunch of people? I think she's also smart enough to know what that looks like
Make a
for
big
his
box.
reputation.
So do you
Okay,
condemn
so-
yourself when you call me mentally ill? Like, what are you,
You
talking
are
about?
publicly mentally ill. You say
You
have
are
BPD. I'm not giving
retarded.
new information.
Okay.
You are
You
mentally
are
ill.
retarded.
Do you want to respond to that, or do you want me to keep going?
No, go ahead.
The
Apparently,
fuck,
because
copper
I'm mentally ill,
coins?
my statements can't be. Just go ahead.
Hmm.
Okay,
They
so
can be true, but you need to take into account your mental
Crossbow.
illness when we're talking about you psychoanalyzing someone. Obviously, you don't have
Okay,
the
this
best
is
read
so
if you are
fucked.
mentally ill.
You are such a fucked person.
So fucked.
Fucked
I didn't
person.
accuse someone of sexual harassment on a
Yeah,
fucking whim, and I fucked up.
yeah.
Please, Cherry, go fucking cry somewhere else
Please,
about it.
please, bitch,
Okay.
please,
Go ahead, Riley.
Go take
So
the
it's
break you
just-
said you were gonna take.
please.
yeah,
bitch,
my
please.
comment was just primarily about like how heavy-handed you came out at this situation. I feel like I agree with you on a lot of it. I'd say probably every major point that you
Please,
made,
bitch,
I agreed with. You
please.
just came out really heavy, and it made it feel like you
What did
were
I get? Chaos?
really, really dug into the idea that now was a moment you could criticize Cherry and that you could
Let's
like,
do,
hit on, and you were really getting into that.
that, I
You
guess.
didn't
What is
have to go
fee blood?
to the degree
Oh,
that
this
you
is.
went to. Like,
Okay,
I
so I
agree
got
with you.
this
Cherry
and
set
this.
that a line
Because-
on the. Go ahead.
Let's
Because
see,
Max would
Have any of the
next
information to
step.
come to those conclusions?
The
So,
archer lady.
because Max wouldn't. What do you mean?
Max cannot
Can
push
I
back to Cherry. He just needs, he's in
build
optics mode. He needs to be like, I
anything
understand why you
else
felt
right
that way.
now?
Like he cannot push back right now. So,
Okay,
and if
so-
Steven's not gonna do it, and no one else is gonna do it except for fucking Zerka,
Right.
who's
Got
gonna
your
do
back, Max.
But Lav, were you
Wait,
giving
so-
pushback without even
Castle Foundation.
like watching to see what the situation was? Because throughout it, you
watched.
didn't. You said you didn't see the clip that we
I had
brought up.
watched
You
Big
didn't
Castle
know
Hearts
that I
level
spoke at the end of the
2.
clip.
No, I did see that clip. I saw every
Level
clip that was
up.
posted.
Okay, so I need.
Okay,
copper and
you've got a
leather.
new narrative now. Fuck.
No, you propositioned it like you had some
Put this
new
in
clip,
here,
and it
no.
wasn't a new clip. I hadn't
was
seen
the
this
only
new
clip.
clip. Okay, this is Cherry. You do this, you get caught up in tiny details so that we don't have to look at the fucking garbage shit
Because
that
you
you
change
did.
every
You're playing
fucking
victim,
detail.
and you're being evasive. You're like, no, me and Max weren't that close. When you fully, like, you take accountability that you fucking suck right now. Then try to make
suck
me look
right
bad.
now.
You look the worst right now,
Bruh,
Cherry. You are
my
the
Like
liar.
so bad.
My
Oh my
fucking life sucks.
god.
Going from your content
Victim,
to fucking
victim,
Max's content
victim,
back to a call
victim,
with you,
Victim,
I'm fucking gonna lose it.
victim.
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
fucking gonna lose it.
That
I
was
can
cute.
give you the number of the suicide hotline.
You already quote
Ooh.
tweeted it to me.
Got
so
her.
You
Fucking please
What a
stop
loser.
crying that fucking
I'm
bothered me
crying?
that I made the joke. No, the original thing where I made the
said
joke
that you
to.
sucked for it.
You
Now
suck,
I suck. I'm not
bitch.
above it.
Oh,
It's
I
not
just don't
above it.
understand. I don't
You were the
understand
one
how
who
you can
lost
say the
it.
self harm was a joke.
Uh,
Intended to be linked the fucking suicide hotline.
I
Stop
need
pondering that I'm above
to
anyone.
build
Crying
a.
on Twitter! Shut the fuck up! You were literally crying on Twitter! You literally said you were gonna take a break from fucking drama on Twitter! You literally went on your stream and bitched and cried! Why are you fucking lying? Why are you doing this? Why are you
About
doing
serious.
this? Rita, you go to your Twitter! You literally were like, dude, I need to take a break from all this drama! It's
I
just
said I don't like drama.
you were in Discords! You were in Discords crying!
I wasn't.
Wait,
I can
Oh my god.
your little fucking fan Discord thing you popped up and go to Twitter group chat. You're like, dude,
Serious
I'm in
why?
the wrong political sphere. I just feel like nobody understands me, man. I just feel like I'm just in like the wrong sphere. Like, nigga, you're doing the same fucking
What are you
shit.
talking about?
You're doing the same.
You're fucking schizo posting. Can someone
I
fucking
like
take
schizo posting.
serious?
I like schizo posting. I'm playing fucking League of Legends right now, and you're making me fucking lose, you stupid fucking bitch.
Stop, Darius. You're on break.
This is so fucking embarrassing.
Did you quit drama and almost quit this space, but come back because you saw me down?
To some degree, yeah.
Is that what
this
the
was
fuck
a
you
win.
did?
This was a
You
win.
are fucking spineless.
No, I'm
Oh
not
my
spineless.
God.
This is a win.
You-
This is a win. A win
Holy
is a
shit!
win.
You need to be down
oh yeah,
on
I
one
need,
leg
I
to fucking
need
want
to,
to come back here.
No,
I need,
I don't need it. But it was a perfect opportunity.
Listen,
this is what happens.
you saw
in
how
I
war.
long
need
my break has
whetstone.
motherfucking
Where's
2
the
hours.
whetstone?
I did
Down
not
here?
need you down to come the
Don't
fuck
declare
back,
war.
okay?
It's
Don't declare
whetstone.
war. When I'm winning, you're mad because I'm winning. You're mad because you look so fucking bad
I
right
don't think
now.
you're winning. I think you just showed how fucking petty you are. We knew that you were petty
Bitch,
when it came to me.
You are still trying to make this about me. You are still trying to make this about me. It's so
I
embarrassing.
knew
it's so
you
sad.
were
How
fucking
old are
petty
you?
when it
So
came to me. I
embarrassing.
didn't know how fucking
Carrie,
petty.
how old are you? Please. How old are you?
Not
I'm
old enough
32.
for Max.
You're 32. I am almost
Yes.
10 years younger than you. I have room to fucking learn. I can be spineless.
I'm on a
You are
stream
still
of
the
somebody
fucking
who is
bad guy.
33.
Just to
So
be
what the fuck
clear.
are you doing
You
here?
are still the fucking bad guy, Cherry. You suck. You lied about your friend for attention to be a victim. You fucking suck. This isn't about how fucking opportunistic I am. I'll be the first to fucking admit it.
It
I
doesn't
love
matter.
that you
It doesn't
messed
matter
up.
people
I
correcting
love
you on the
that
term
you
lies
messed up,
because
Cherry.
information
I
does
love
not
that you messed
penetrate
up.
that thick fucking skull that you have.
Damn.
This is cool. Cope, ZZZ, Cherry, you fucking suck, dude.
Damn.
Every fucking excuse that you can, you suck. Make it about me. Make it about me, Cherry. I love this. I love that you fucked
I
up.
don't think
love
you
that
do.
you fucked up because you fucking suck and now everyone fucking sees it. I'm out.
Bruh,
Love
you
guys.
have not been in here long enough. I fuck up pretty often. Okay.
If it's just gonna be the girls talking, I'm gonna need that hotline as well.
Cherry just left, so.
Oh,
Oh, lab.
Really loud. I'm sorry, I'm mixing everybody. My bad.
bitches be crazy.
So Destiny, why do you think Lav is a dumb bitch?
I don't think anybody's a dumb bitch. I love
No, let it slip. Somebody want to roll that clip back?
all of my people in here, okay? I love all my people in here.
I don't know. You know, in a hyper emotional moment, I felt like the truth came out.
When people are accusing, the thing is that like, listen, I have.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. You will not talk to me that
Fuck.
way. Like, actually, dumb bitch. And you
Actually, dumb bitch.
Okay, hold on.
God
The
damn
thing
it.
is that I have a lot of different types of relationships with a lot of different people. Okay, I have never pulled my punches
Accidentally
because
pushed-
I happen to have
alright.
sexual relations with them. That is the dumbest
God
fucking thing in the
damn.
world. When people accuse me of that, it triggers the fuck out of me. That's the one.
Shouldn't have went up in there
Me of
so
not improving
far.
League of Legends, of which I've made plenty of improvements in. I just haven't played.
What
in a long
rank are
time,
you?
Okay. Irrelevant. What rank are you? Yeah, that's right. Get
what
the
I
fuck
thought,
out of here,
Paige.
okay? Go.
That's
Yeah,
what
there's
I
no
thought. I
affirmative
played a
action in
better
fucking
game.
rank Q. Get the fuck out of here, dude. That fucking bullshit ass.
Listen,
Get the fuck out of
hey,
here.
I play a better game. I play Dota.
I'm
Okay?
sure you
That's
do, yeah.
actually
Oh, yeah.
requires intelligence. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you can't play.
I'm
it,
only
so.
2300 MMR because it's way harder, guys.
What, 2300?
Yeah, what are you?
Hello.
What are you?
5500. Hello.
5500. I didn't know you
Yeah,
had that many good
5500.
friends at Dota. Holy shit.
Alright.
Nice.
No, you got jokes. You got jokes. That's on support too, by the way. Climbing.
Of course it is.
All right?
Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Dude, you play ADC. You can't climb. Who the hell are you talking to?
Because I have ADHD. I can't help it.
Hey man, it's what it is.
Okay.
Oh fuck! I did it again.
Here, guys.
I was doing fine. Just sat there and listened to things that worked.
But we all.
Oh god.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that whole thing
Shield.
was ridiculous. Like, I'm not gonna lie, as somebody who's like not part of this stuff, Cherry, what you were saying, that whole thing was ridiculous.
Ooh.
I think them ascribing like at least laugh.
Get somebody.
Some kind of intentionality was also nonsensical. I think what is interesting though is that she couldn't imagine a world in which somebody makes up a claim that turns out to be completely inaccurate in regards to what actually happened. Because if you look at most like witness testimony, or like even when psychologists like talk to people about things that they thought were traumatic or difficult or whatever, and they ask them to recount the details, most people are extremely inaccurate and sometimes embellish some of the negative stuff because it kind of feeds into the emotion that they were feeling at the time. And so the reality is, plenty of people can misremember things. Or
Yeah, that was kind of my
it doesn't
point. That,
change
like,
the fact
yeah.
that what was said is incredibly, like, it can be damaging. So
For sure.
you got this. You want to have sympathy in the sense that you're like, oh, maybe the person is just misremembering. You don't want to assume intentionality. At the same time, it doesn't change the fact that, like, nah, the things that were said still hurt somebody, so you shouldn't be getting
Damn it.
a pass for it.
Yeah. I completely agree.
I don't know. I don't think anyone should ever trust Sherry. After this.
Trust her in what way? Go ahead,
I
Zerga.
think that's fine.
I mean, like, would you get in a private call with her, Abba?
I wouldn't get in a private call with any of these people other than Destiny.
What about Sherry? What about
How do
Sherry?
you guys seem a little bit off kilter? I'm not gonna lie.
What if she was your friend, Abba?
And I think it's so weird too that you guys like call each other friends, but you guys keep bringing up what happens in private Discord calls out openly from.
Oh yeah,
Don't
84.
let me in there. Do not let me in there. I haven't
God.
seen
I don't know.
Okay,
This
okay,
is my first time seeing it. I'm just saying I've seen it happen with like Steven and like a bunch of his friends. I just find that shit so bizarre to me that you guys
Nice,
say things to each
pure
other privately
blood.
and then they just come out publicly. And like chat doesn't care because it's entertainment for them. But like from my perspective, I look at that and I see you do that once and I already know you're a little bit off. This is so weird. Like you guys say things privately, just like, oh, Steven, remember when you told me? I'm like, damn, did you just bring that up? Like, I think a lot of you guys, not you, relevant, because I don't know, but like you guys, the way you behave in regards to your relationships and friendships is super sus. And I was saying this earlier, but I think it's so odd that people who I find like so morally bizarre are like giving so many takes prescriptively about how like society should be. I just think a lot of your behavior in private is so bizarre.
Wow.
Heal.
Shut the f up, Lav. Lav,
You're
shut
coming
up.
off. You're
Lav,
coming off
shut
as
the
like
f
extreme.
up, Lav. Shut the f up.
You, and that's why you feel
Facts exist, so,
confident.
like-
No, that's why you feel
No, like,
confident telling me
facts
what to do with my life.
No, so-
because
no,
you
so,
think
like,
you have
facts
the
exist.
answer.
When you start talking about suicide or
Yeah,
invoking the idea
which
of
was my
talking to
life for
people,
literally 30 years, and I f***ing got out of it.
I understand. I
No,
understand.
you're
that you-
get it. It's very funny, haha. Make fun of the mentally ill girl, but it's so
Wait,
boring.
how
too,
the
right?
fuck
Like,
did I
No,
die?
I'm also mentally ill. I'm saying, but I would
No,
never
but you-
prescribe people that they are better than other people or
What?
less
God
than
damn! I
other
looked
people.
away
don't do
for
that
just
either.
a
It's 'cause
second.
No, but
What
you
the
do.
fuck?
If it, no, I don't. Objectively, I don't. It's subjective.
Did you not say that like ones like no one would care if they died?
The fuck
I did not say
happened?
that.
What did you say about it? Because I'm pretty sure that you
I've
said like.
never said that ever.
How
How
I
is
feel
that
like someone
possible?
could buy a clip.
Girlfriend. 8 billion people on the planet, and I would make a statement of all people would never mourn the death of a X person.
I think you said they're so useless that they can't even kill themselves.
Yeah.
Max, that is correct.
Okay.
we
Okay.
understand-
And no, Max, that's so different than what she. That's.
Wait, hold on.
different
If
than
that's what
I
she said, that's a lot different than they should all die, or nobody would miss
How
them that
the
die.
fuck
to be
is that
fair.
like, dude? Colloquially, that reads the exact fucking same.
Not even remotely close. Okay.
Yeah, you're just simping. You're just simping. I
Well,
don't know. I don't
think
know
it
if you're
comes
going
across
over.
as it does come across as nobody would care if you died, even if you're not literally saying that. I think Brittany,
I've
we
never
should
said
acknowledge-
that, and I've always.
I know,
said
you haven't-
that
you
I
haven't-
would care
okay.
very much if my one died. That's why I don't want anyone
Yes,
to bother him.
yes,
He's
okay,
my responsibility.
I understand, but you can
Chat,
also
chat.
see how.
Oh.
Feel if you were.
No,
one.
you
Must
say
have
you
been in the
understand,
sun.
but
You were
actually
one.
Wait.
can't
Okay. Hold on.
understand.
Don't interrupt each other. Okay. Let's be reasonable. Okay.
Let's try to be reasonable.
Chat. How would you feel if you were?
Wait.
a
We're not talking. Hold on.
Simon
We're not here.
one?
Wait. We're not here to talk to chat. We're here to talk to each other.
Well, I'm polling. I'm
We're not polling chat. You
from
can't poll my
the
chat. So no, we're not
Okay,
polling.
the feeling you get when somebody says, you're so
Motherfuckers.
useless, you can't even kill yourself, would probably similar to the feeling you get if somebody said nobody would care if you died. I know they are different sentiments.
Fuck!
You may believe one and not the other, but I think we're talking about how that affects the people who hear it.
Fuck, man.
Damn, I think I'm talking in the way that the people who aren't
Okay, I need
out of sync
to
with their body and their communities can understand, so we can have empathy and compassion for those
get
people
serious
who are
now.
out of sync.
Are you saying I'm
So
out
it's
of
up
sync
to
with
you
my
who's in
body?
sync. I asked you what expertise you have.
I told you, I'm not arguing that I am. Girl, we're YouTubers. We're nobodies. We're literally nobodies.
No, but the difference is that like people don't pay me to get a prescription for their life. Like that's the difference.
They don't pay me to get a prescription for theirs. I'm confused.
Sir.
Wait, they don't pay you to get your help to enlighten them? I'm confused. I thought that that was.
No, I'm not. I think guru is a two concept given to the world to have like a hierarchy of like, oh, these people are important and they can help me. Duh. I don't.
Duh.
Literally, I'm just a YouTuber. Say it with
Duh,
me. Brittany
bitch.
Simon is a YouTuber.
Wait, so
And
what is?
you guys taking me seriously is, I'm sorry, it's so funny. Because you guys are making me bigger than I am. I'm literally a nobody. I shouldn't even be here. What am I doing here?
You're
It's
here to
just
defend
about
yourself.
Listen,
Dan.
here's the deal.
Dan has been
This is
training
actually the
Lav for the.
slippery-
Dan has been training Lav for the past 20 minutes to
Steven, it's not
assassinate
that-
you,
it's
and
not-
now
no.
you're
Hasn't.
fighting.
No,
That's
he
not
hasn't.
true. Here's the issue. At the end of the day, I think you guys have radically different views on sex work, and you both claim to be incredibly passionate about it. But when it comes to this, I just see kind of weak sauce kind of responses back and forth. Like, if you care about this, like, make a difference. Convince us, the viewers, of what is the future of sex work, essentially. How should it? Is it harmful? What's happening right
Why
now?
are you trying to
Should
pull
things
this
change?
conversation back to the most boring possible area?
Because it's where you know, Steve.
No,
Mind your
that
own
part.
business.
That I think that the more interesting part is the part where you're like, I think it's insane that you just said that I was like a 2, and I think that it's crazy that you would put
Fucker.
people in your own life below you as a 1. I think that that's really gross.
Okay. I totally get that.
And I hope
You
that,
wait,
like,
you don't get to just say I get that. You have
Like,
to
Why?
comment.
That's what she's saying. She
No.
gets it. She
No,
understands.
that's like I'm like, hey, you're being an asshole, and you're like, oh yeah, man,
Hey, bros,
yeah,
bros,
an
bros,
asshole. Whoa.
Bros. Hear me out. Hear me out. Like, don't you understand? Like, to me, you just sound like my mom. Who's like, Betsy, I love you even though you're a bisexual. It's like, okay, I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, what you're doing is like potentially abusive though. So like if you put people below you and then you tell other people to like
Not a hierarchy.
put
Girlfriend. Listen.
Yes,
It's not
it
a
is.
hierarchy.
Listen,
No,
listen, listen.
No, girlfriend.
Wait, what?
I'm trying to
wait,
tell
can
you.
somebody
you
catch me
asked-
up? Or what?
Girlfriend,
What's
girlfriend.
going on?
Okay, so Lav was in here. I can catch you all up. Okay, so Lav was in here earlier, and then she was talking to me about stuff, and then she
Steven,
started.
you're gonna fuck shit up right now?
I'm not fucking
message-
shit up. I'm just catching
message
people up.
Mr. Girl.
Explain it.
No,
Let
I
Dan-
want everybody to be caught up so that we all know what's
Okay.
going on. And because
Go ahead,
Brittany doesn't
go
even know what's
ahead.
going on. Lav is apparently forgetting what's going on. Okay.
Can you tell me what's going on and tell me whose side I'm
Okay. Yeah, you're probably on Lav's side. Okay, but we'll see. Okay. It's confusing. Okay. This is like the end of The Boys season 3. Okay. Nobody
End
knows
of
how
The
this is gonna end.
Boys.
So what's going on is Lav was here talking to me about personal relationships, etc. stuff, and then she started veering into the anti-Britney territory. Okay. Now, obviously, this brings Dan out.
Did I
I
even
say
get
I'm
any
not really that
whetstones
comfortable
yet?
discussing Britney stuff when she's not here because I'm just gonna have
Two
somebody
whetstones.
shitting on her. And then Dan came in, and Dan was like, Lav, you got some strong opinions about Britney, her cult, the level system, sex work. You need to be prepared to destroy her. This is your TikTok viral
Destroy
moment,
her.
is the annihilation of Britney Simon on stream, who Dan hates. He's invested in this. And then Dan was also saying, I don't know if Lav can do it alone. She's like a beginning debater. She's a level 5. She's got her powerful bubble surrounding her. Like, it's, you know.
And I'm just a
and
level 2.
So now we need to bring in Mr. Girl maybe to back up Lav here, because Mr. Girl also knows that Britney is like a Nazi cult leader person. And then Brittany's here. She's a little high, but she got some water, so she's good. I'm here playing the absolutely neutral moderator, and
what's
Lav
up,
is
neutral?
fighting with Brittany while Dan is egging everything
Hey.
on, and that's where we're at right now.
Okay,
That's
so-
what's going on right
So
now.
Lab, what's the game plan here?
What's the fucking
What-
game?
So
what are we trying to do?
Dan
100.
really wants to make this about sex work and like our different
Leather.
opinions, and we can talk about that. But I
Special.
also
What do you
think that
want? What's
Why don't we
So-
just go back to how much you hate each other then? Do you
so
want to
shut
just go
up,
there?
Dan. Shh, please. So
Lab.
so I'm going on a panel with
don't
Brittany
have
on
to
Friday,
shh.
and I didn't want
Dan.
anything to be. I didn't want my anger to come out in that panel because I wanted to be respectful to Kyla.
What are you angry about?
I'm angry that
You want to be
Brittany.
respectful to Kyle. Okay, what are you angry about?
I'm angry.
Wait, what's the
that
joke there? Sorry, keep.
Respectful.
Kyla's the
Kyla.
person? I don't
Keep going.
understand what's going on.
That's not so erudite. Don't worry. Okay, keep going. Sorry,
I'm
continue.
sorry, Lav, can
Wait.
I ask a rude question? Are you
wait,
a
yes.
Twitch streamer? Like, who are you?
Oh!
Who are you?
I don't know who you
yeah.
are. I'm so sorry. Kyla introduced me to you, and that's how I know that we
It's
have
a
a panel on
Thanos
Friday.
meme. I don't even know who you
So
are.
I
Lab,
am a
wait,
new.
wait, Lab,
I'm-
Lab, don't answer this. Hey,
Okay.
I don't even know
I want to
who
just
you
know what are you
are.
angry about? Don't let her distract you. What are you angry about?
Well, I'm an influencer, and then
Okay.
I turned to Twitch like a week ago, and I'm getting some traction.
Cool. Okay,
Um,
welcome.
Thank you. I hope this is the right line of work for a 2.
Lab,
It's
But-
the right line of work
Nice.
for everybody.
Nice.
Lab, what are you angry about?
I'm angry that I was angry that she prescribes like a worldview that is like diseased to multiple
Why does
people.
Why does that make you angry?
Because I think
God
that she's
damn
taking
it.
advantage of people who are looking for help.
Okay. And there's something else you're angry? You said you were.
And now I'm
Fuck.
angry because she's like, I'm
Oh,
just a
God
person.
damn it, I didn't
Humans
mean
are
to kill
good,
him.
and I'm nobody, and I'm like, okay.
I didn't
you're
mean
not
to kill
fucking
him.
treating yourself that way. So it just feels like she's being slippery and very like blasé about it, and I don't think it's something.
You're very blasé
She's
about
she's taking a position of like human authority, but then when challenged on it, she says, I'm just a human.
Hey, Lab is supposed to be on your side, Mr. Girl. What the fuck?
Yeah, Mr. Girl is ironing out her. Okay, Mr. Girl's ironing out her position so that they're in a better place. Wait, hold on, Brittany. They got to get their case together. One sec.
Wait, so Lab. So the position, your position is, Brittany says, I'm a guru. Come to me for advice. Pay me for advice. I'll tell you how to live. And then when you challenge her on it, she says, oh, I'm a nobody, so there's nothing to challenge.
Oh,
me on.
I'm a wee little
You two were all
retard.
losers. But then right after she says that, she says, well, who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are even you?
The rest of us are Twitch
Who the
streamers. So
fuck
who
are even
So
you?
we're seeing a shifting kind of
goalposts. Move.
Shifting like barometer
I
for
don't
whether
think
somebody has an ability to say stuff about the world, I guess.
Yeah, let me switch headphones.
Shifting levels
really
of
quick.
authority.
Okay.
Well, this is not gonna make this look very good, Lab. I really wish you were doing this.
I'm sorry.
You don't want to be
See
seen
how
fucking
You
around
can't be.
with
You
words.
can't be weak. It's a sign of weakness. You have to be
Right,
ready to
Brittany's-
go.
Weakness is a sign of
Yeah, it's like she
weakness.
doesn't even care that she's here. God damn it! Put your fucking face on. Fuck.
You just torpedoed our case.
Ah shit.
Spotify on. Do you guys mind? I'm gonna turn my iPad.
You see how little she cares?
I got
Use that against her. Use that against her. She's
Oh,
not
literally.
passionate.
Yeah.
She's faking.
I can't because it will come in our.
And I
streams.
can't.
Brittany, did you make up this level system when you were high?
Well, hold on,
That would
Lab.
make
That's
more
not.
sense.
Wait, Lab.
Stop. Hold on. One at a time. Jesus fucking Christ.
Lab, I don't think we should go down this avenue. Right now.
You can. I have all the answers. I'm not retarded. I know what my fucking
No,
system is.
I'm
Why
not
are you guys
s-
acting like I'm fucking retarded?
No.
What is this
Brittany.
script?
I'm not acting like you're retarded. I'm acting like you're a formidable. I'm acting like you're a formidable opponent.
Then
and
we're
we
holding you
have-
accountable as an
Question
adult.
And let me
Okay.
answer it.
Okay. Well, so I think our first thing that we want to push forward, the case we're presenting is, do you agree that sometimes you present things as though you're an authority, but then when challenged on the thing you presented, you say, well, I'm not an authority, none of us are authorities, it's all just fun and games. But there's a lot of fucking money involved, so it's not just fun and games. What do you say
I
to that?
understand that I speak in sentence structures that end in a period. So you all hear me speak with an authority voice because I am in my masculine. I totally feel you. But
That's not what I'm referring to.
literally, guys,
I'm referring to you charging people money to give you life advice.
You are projecting onto me. You know what you're doing here, so you think I'm doing the same thing you're doing.
Is this Darvo?
I'm not
No.
here
Is this like-
doing
I'm-
what
Stop.
you're
Hold
doing.
on. Lab, wait.
I'm not doing what you're doing. I don't care about the fucking. Okay, I
Shut
care about
up,
my old time. I care about people all the
bitches.
fucking time. If I cared about money, I would add more calls.
Wait, I thought you said that they weren't paying for it. I'm confused. Did you just
All
lie?
my content is free. The only thing I pay for, people pay for, is Discord, or if they want my personal time. During the calls, they decide what we do. That's it. Period. The end. I did calls before I did levels. Levels came after. I've been on YouTube literally since I was 18. I'm 33. I know what I'm doing. Okay. I've been in this sphere. I know what you're doing. I don't care what you're doing. It's
When you say you know what you're doing, do you see how you're projecting a certain?
I'm saying you're as smart as I am, so we all know what we're doing.
Well, no,
It's what's
because
in our
I'm a
best
2 and
interest.
you're like a S11.
Well, the numbers
Slut.
are introspectiveness, not intelligence, Lab. Don't.
Yeah,
don't take the
intelligence
bait.
is.
Just let
Thank
that
you,
slide.
Max.
I would
Exactly.
say I would say that you are actually less introspective than I am.
That's great. I love
Lab-
that girlfriend.
Lab,
I
you see-
literally cared
Lab-
zeros.
okay,
I don't mind.
now Lab-
No, because
Zero
I'm
cares.
talking to you and I'm saying like, do you not realize that like because you are a content creator, these people are going to look at what you're saying to them as like.
I know, and they're gonna
I mean,
objectify
you bring
me.
them
and they're
in.
gonna- no, I know. They're gonna objectify
No,
me.
that's
You-
not-
they're not gonna
Lab.
listen to me. No,
Lab.
they're not gonna listen
You
to me.
bring them
Purely.
in.
No, they're gonna
Lab,
pair social
this is no
relationship
good.
onto me.
This isn't
They're
good.
gonna project their insecurities onto me. And no matter how many times I say, guys, I'm a person. I don't have an education. I'm a college dropout.
Okay,
I've already said how many
so-
times I'm sick.
Okay, so
you will
Lab,
make
Lab,
me-
who do you-
no,
Lab, can I give you? Lab, can I give you? Lab,
Shut
Lab,
the
can I
fuck
give you-
up.
Lab,
You guys are putting me on a pedestal. I need y'all to take me off. I know I'm wonderful. Thank you. Take me off
Very
the
humble.
pedestal. I'm
Very
not
humble. Lab-
important. None of us are
Lab-
important. Literally,
Lab,
we're
when you-
nobodies.
when you
We're
debate,
literal
Lab,
nobodies.
when you
Literal
argue, come across
nobodies,
like you can't follow a
literally.
conversation, and it's really hurting our case here. So when we
No, because
Literal
I ask
nobodies.
questions.
No, your questions don't come across as questions. It comes across like you don't know what we're talking about. But I know
much
that
time
you do. I
today?
know
Oh my
that
God,
you're
Max.
intelligent. I know you can. No, I know that you're intelligent. I know you can do this.
What if I
Mm.
say
Oh.
that it's not?
I still
Well,
need
we were
leather.
kind of honing on a specific point, right? The specific point was
were.
sometimes.
I came.
Oh.
I was already. I
Yeah,
had things coming into here.
I
that
hear
was
you.
gonna talk
I
to
hear
Brittany
you.
about.
Okay, it's happening
But
right
you're
now,
mad that
right?
I'm not using
Wait,
your framework.
you just asked me a
Because
question.
you guys are supposed to be on a team, goddammit. Get it
I know.
together.
We're working that out. Lav, I'm trying to answer the question you just asked me. You said, "What are you talking about, Max?" And what I'm talking about is, I helped you kind of hone down to, I think, a pretty fair and good criticism. And Brittany is still bouncing all over the.
Yeah,
even her
this is
dancing, right?
such a bad look. All right, we gotta take this up to 11.
Dan, shut up and let me finish. Even Brittany dancing right now is trying to show us, oh, I'm not an expert, I'm not anything. She's still doing it right in front of you, but you're letting her off the hook when you say, oh, she's an 11 and I'm a 2, or you start asking her questions like, oh, if you're on social media, people are gonna listen to you, aren't you?
Don't you think?
You gotta,
don't you think it would be easier for me to interact with Brittany if you weren't coaching on? Like I could have been saying all these things to Brittany.
No,
if
you
weren't talking to
obviously
me.
don't know. You don't know how to do this. You have to
You
just
are
come up
no.
with,
You're fucking no. You're a
gotta,
dumbass.
you
I
gotta,
do know how to do
Who's
it.
the
when you
next
challenge her, when we're challenging her on
I'll let you
B.
do it, and I can learn.
Okay, when you challenge her on B, and then you go to X in the middle of it, you're actually letting her off the hook for answering to B. And then while she's trying to answer X, you change the subject to G.
Yeah.
And then she's all over the place.
Brittany,
And you're, and
hold on,
she's,
no noise.
and you're actually running
They're
interference against. You're running interference against your own argument by changing the subject so many times. You gotta just like one at a time. The current question is, I think it should be, if you don't want to go with this, let me know. We'll do something else. I think a good question is, sometimes you present yourself as as an authority figure, either by creating a level system or by charging people money to talk
Wait, we're
about
talking
their
to me
lives
now?
with them.
Nope, not yet.
Okay, sorry.
No. So charging people money, level system, but then when challenged on your abuse of your authority, as I think is your charge, Lav, then she starts dancing around like she's a child and then can't be held to any accountability, smiling, doing all this. And so
I said that.
I
I
think
said
what
it's
you
slippery.
Yeah, but you don't want to say she's slippery. You want to ask her, do you see the discrepancy between how you're presenting yourself in one way as a guru and then a challenged guru becomes
But
a
then
child?
I'm
Do you see how
training
that's
her, and I'm not giving her feedback.
No, the feedback is implicit. You have to ask her to reconcile it.
No,
And then if
I'm
you
trying
give her
to
space
level with
if
her.
you give her,
I'm trying to
if you give
level
her
with her, and you're trying to like train
This
her,
one?
and I don't want to
No,
train her. I
girl,
want to
you're
ask
trying to
questions.
accuse me, girl. You're trying to accuse me.
You
Just
have
like
to-
talk to me
you-
like a person. I'm not your enemy. I don't even
give
know who
her,
you are.
give her
I
as
don't
much
think
space
I've
as she
talked to you
wants.
like an alien.
Okay, Lav,
No, you
give her
talk
as
to me
much.
like I'm an
Lav,
enemy.
Lav, don't. You're
When
taking
did we
the bait now.
fight?
Just-
Did we fight? Do I know you? Did
Lav,
we have a fight?
and
Girl,
remember
this is
when
our
we-
first time
Lav,
meeting
remember
and
what
you're
you
starting off
said?
hating me.
Lav,
Talk
remember
about
when we
judgy?
present.
No,
Lav,
I didn't
remember
teach you
when
about
we.
gay judging. That's where you only
Okay,
half
wait,
judge.
Brittany, let Max continue his.
Lav, remember when we presented her with this point? We said, "Can you reconcile the difference?" And what was her
Max,
response?
I would really appreciate
Lav,
if you would
Lav,
let me
shut
do
the
this.
fuck up, Lav. Lav,
You're
shut
coming
up.
off- you're
Lav,
coming off
shut
as
the
a
fuck
extreme-
up, Lav. Shut the fuck up.
God
Shut
damn
up.
it, it's all going.
Lav, remember when we presented her with this argument? Remember what her response was? Her response was, "Oh, my sentences ended a period."
Shut the
Thank you
fuck
for
up,
sharing.
Lav.
Great, no, Lav, that's a great moment. That's a great moment to challenge her and say, "Well, I don't think we were saying that your sentences shouldn't end in periods." And you can keep presenting your argument and just kind of see if she has a way to reconcile it.
You had no idea what I was gonna do because you wanted to train me. You stepped in way too fucking quick.
Okay, so if you don't,
Hey, you know what, Mr.
Why is that
Hold on,
moose
let's-
pissed at
let's-
me?
Let's let her go.
Oh,
Run
what is
free.
that?
Now I
call-
fucking
Dan-
lost my train of thought. What was
you
I?
should
What
call
were
me
we even
Dan.
saying?
I want you to call me Max, Dan.
You wanted to monologue. You wanted to monologue, and now I
Listen,
fucking
here.
lost
I know
my
you guys have a very specific relationship with this. Maybe we should have done some of this preparation in another room. Listen, Brittany, you're doing fucking real harm out there. Okay?
Wait, Dan, why are you jumping in?
Okay.
Because I just know this is just so
Okay,
one-sided.
here we go.
I gotta
Here we
come
go.
in and
Here
do
we
what
go.
they
Here we go.
can.
Here we go. Brittany, I think that you are doing real harm to people. I think that you know it because you literally prey on these
Christ.
people. You make videos for people who are low in their life, who want to change. These are people who are vulnerable. You make videos about it, and then you're up here knowing what you do, and you're like trying to be like, I'm a kid, I know nothing. And I think that you're too smart for that. So because you're too smart for that, I think you're just being manipulative.
Okay, there's
Yeah,
no way
you're
to
just wrong.
respond to that. Stop
you're literally
fucking
just wrong.
No,
I
go
know what
ahead.
it looks like, but like I hate to say it. I'm just like a person who literally offers her time. If you want to make a big deal out of it, it's in your head, girly. It's just like a conspiracy theory in your head.
No, but
That
what
only
if it's
exists.
okay?
Here's
But
the
what if it's a
problem.
big deal to these people?
The problem is
What's
everyone
the big
believes
deal?
this
That
way.
people objectify me and don't listen to what I say, and instead put me on a pedestal, and then I have to remind them I'm a person, and then what? I refund them and they go on their way. What do you want me to do, Habibi? You want me to change my whole fucking life because a couple people are
Let's go,
retarded,
Habibi.
and they're mentally ill and they cling to me? It's life. Grow up. And then what
Okay,
you do
Lav,
is your
Lav.
best. This is my best. You got a problem with
Lav.
it? Come into my shoes. Otherwise, fuck off.
Mr. Girl, just
Come
fucking
in
go
our
out there,
shoes?
Max.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Lav.
What?
Chill, Lav,
Go,
hold on.
just
This is an
respond
important.
to
This is
it.
Lav,
That's what I'm
Lav.
saying,
This is
girly.
Stop
You're
training
so
me.
worried about something that's
Lav.
not an emergency.
Mr. Girl, God damn it, let them fight.
This is Lav. This is an important moment. We've seen this shift again, so now we know this is her primary defense. I'm just a person. I have no responsibility for what these people do, or their money, or their mental health, because I'm
my
just a
stuff
person.
is 18 plus. My whole channel is aged 18 plus, guys. What's the
Age
problem?
18
What is
plus.
the actual
Okay.
problem?
And now we're
18-year-olds
back to
can't be looking
now we're back
for-
to the dichotomy of I am being responsible. I have it 18 plus. I'm handling this responsibly, but also I don't have to handle it responsibly because I'm just a person. I'm just a human.
Within
who's
the
gonna human.
realm of what's responsible to me, according to my values, it's subjective. We disagree on what values. Mine, Max, not yours, not God's, nobody's. Mine. Period.
Problem is
The
that
end.
I think that I'm having a hard time, like, is this even movable? Because Brittany is, like, very clearly, like, I feel like
It's
Brittany is
subjective. It's
Damn
not
it.
real. It's just
So
a fucking
when you,
idea I
so
have.
when, so
But
Max,
Shark,
were
Oh,
you,
God,
were
this
you
bitch.
like,
and reject me.
Max, where you feel like you can talk to like a narcissist and change their mind? I'm just trying to ask questions, so
Why,
I'm like,
Destiny? They're taking me so seriously. I'm an
No,
idiot.
no.
no,
I
maybe
think- I think-
you're saying that like you speak. I'm so
Oh my
confused.
God,
Like,
who do you
taking
think I am?
seriously.
Girl, I don't know like 6
I-
figures.
Lav.
Relax, I'm a baby.
Why shit?
Nobody, why are you acting like I got power in the world?
No, but at
What
any
is guys?
scale, so at
Stop
so
projecting
ultimately,
your
only
idea of
talking
yourself onto
people-
me. We are not important. We are nobody. We do our
don't
best,
think you
and
should-
sometimes people get hurt. That's life. Grow up. We do our
I don't
best.
think you should.
People can get hurt.
Why?
Grow up.
Really?
That's a Hitler.
No,
quote.
that's having
Lav,
children.
I don't.
That's risking
I don't think.
No, bringing babies
I
into
don't
the
think
world is
that
as
you
much of a
should
risk as what I'm doing.
strategize
It's
so
just
much,
how
Lav.
life goes.
I
Some
think you're
people
too
get
focused
better,
on the
some
outcome.
people
Just
of
how
the
it
conversation, Lav.
goes.
So
Okay,
I
but
think.
here's
So
here's
if
my
I were you,
problem.
if I were
Jesus
if I were you,
Christ,
here's
this
what I would
I'm going
fucking
to
guy.
actually delete you from the world.
Lav,
please.
no death threats. No
That's
death
not a
threats.
death threat. I didn't say any barred words. I'm being
Okay.
careful.
Lav, I think that instead of focusing on the outcome of the conversation, which is kind of like a manipulative thing to do, I would focus more on what you want to be
Don't
doing
want
in the
it, guys.
conversation. Just presenting your case and genuinely giving her space to respond.
Dude, again, now my brain is fried because I have.
Let me take over for a little bit. May I? May I? Can
Yeah,
I get the
Dan,
ball? Let
Dan.
me get the ball.
Dan.
No. Hold on. I haven't said anything. Okay. For Max and Lav, okay? Tell me if this is an okay summation, okay, of what you would say to Brittany, okay? Brittany, are you listening? Okay. Brittany, you run a stream where you make it seem like you have life put together so well that you created on your own, with no expertise, no psychological information or anything, this leveling system to arrange people based on how introspective they are. And you think that introspection is incredibly important. That's a really important thing to you. So you are a person that presents yourself as having life figured out, as being incredibly introspective, and then on the back of that presentation, you have a personal relationship with your audience that you pursue through Discord and personal messages and responding to them on stream. And then on the back of that, you sell people lessons for them to improve their life.
Wrong. They're not lessons. That's stupid.
Okay.
My piano teacher.
Okay, wait, real quick. So regardless of how you sell them, they would argue is that what they would argue is that the perception is that if somebody stumbles onto your channel and they see that you've presented yourself as a form of guru, they see you have a way
Like a mentor,
hold on,
like
I understand. A mentor, sure. They see how you present your channel, they see the system that you've created, and then they see they've got a way to give you money to gain some insight into your life. Even if you handle it in a responsible manner, these guys feel like that is a system that is prone to abuse. That's what they're.
It can be if you know you don't put boundaries in place, and if you know. It's sad, dude, when your viewers
Wait a
like
second.
get that
Wait, I
parasocial
thought,
relationship.
Steven,
Wait,
were you asking us if this I think.
Okay,
I think
sure.
this
Well,
was
okay, yeah,
asking
real
us
quick
to
before
summarize
Brittany
the rest of
responds.
it.
Do you feel like that's a fair summary of your criticisms?
I would like to add that the claim to authority is
Tell
also
us
the
fuck
basis of the business model.
Yeah, her having like the life level system and everything, right?
And in
This is
order
bullshit.
to
Why the
have
fuck does this
that
Hunter-
kind of authoritative voice ethically,
Fine.
I think you need to be able to be challenged on the things you say, like when you say that ones are useless people who should kill themselves.
I never.
She never said that, to be clear.
Never.
It's-
Never.
Okay,
No,
well,
I
that's
didn't,
what
Max.
that's what
That's
Okay,
what your
so-
brain
so, okay, they're
heard
so-
it as.
they're so-
It's not my fault
okay.
you don't speak my language. That's,
You said they're
there's 8
useless
billion
you said
people.
they're-
You are the only
you
person who
said-
speaks your
okay.
language.
Lab,
That's not
stop
true.
it. Lab, stop.
Just so we get, just so wait,
You
real
said
quick,
the
just.
world would be a better. Okay.
No,
okay,
wait,
I'm
just,
so sorry.
they're not even able to kill
Let me-
themselves. Just to be clear, so we're using the right language. That's
You
what
also
she
said
said.
the world would be a better place without them.
Objectively.
What the
But
fuck?
subjectively, I don't want them
So
to kill
if you're going to say,
themselves.
so if you're,
Why do you think that
so
you can-
if-
what do you-
so
what does
here's the final.
objective
Lab,
mean?
let me just put the final.
Wait,
touchdown
hold
on
on,
this
shut up.
summary.
What does objective
No,
mean to you?
stop changing the lab. See, now she's got something she has to answer to, but you're giving her. You're asking her the definition of the word objective, which is a much easier question to answer than the one she's being asked. So stop replacing hard questions with
Even though I'm here.
retard
Max
easy
can do
questions
better. Go
and
ahead.
just let it. Okay.
Go ahead.
So my final point is, in order to do this ethically at all, you need to be able to be challenged on your positions. And if when you're challenged on your somewhat insane positions, your response is to say, "Human's gonna human. I'm not an authority. Tee hee hee. I'm just a little girl." Then that's when it becomes unethical. So I think you can do a Google
All right.
thing semi-ethically, but it becomes extremely unethical when you cannot actually be challenged.
Max,
talk
you
about it,
need to
or
be a
answer
better
questions.
debate partner to Lav moving forward. Sorry.
I think you should
I think with
switch
that,
the names
what
in
Max
that
is saying,
sentence.
if you need to understand and acknowledge the gravity that you have on people who are looking up
No,
to you.
that's not really what I said.
Okay, can I like have a conversation
Yes,
now? Are
yes,
we
you
done?
may. Yeah, Lav.
That's literally what you
Go
said.
ahead.
Listen to me. Listen
Go
to me,
ahead.
Lab. I'll try
Fight.
really hard. Listen, Lab.
That's not what I said.
I swear to you. So I have a video called Brittany Simon Through the Levels. Have you seen it?
A little bit of it, yeah.
Damn, where'd she go?
Just say yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
Max,
guys,
my lawyer has
seen
seen
it.
it.
Guys, I went through something that was profoundly important to me. And then I left the internet, and when I came back, I told myself that I would try my hardest to meet people like me. So I put out these videos, and I talked about this idea I had in my head that a friend and I created after we had 2 different experiences, and then we came together and we're like, oh, wow, you had that experience too? Cool. How does our lives overlap? And then we came up with this like really fun idea, okay? Then I shared this idea to the internet. And I made it sound really important, and the internet was really serious about that.
Gotcha,
But it's
bitch.
not serious, because nothing is. We're
Okay,
like,
so this is a
everything's a
perfect
social
example.
construct, everything's made up, all religions are fake. Like, take it deep.
Right.
It's
This is
not
the
a
perfect
social-
example.
you don't
Okay,
even-
oh,
wait, wait,
laugh. Please don't blow it.
You're presenting it like you don't even really believe in it.
No,
Okay.
don't say that. Don't say no.
breathe, yeah,
No.
exactly.
Presenting it.
Where did you
No. Lab. She's presenting it like
Yes,
nobody
Lab.
believes in anything. She's presenting it like beliefs and authority and responsibility are
Where's the
concepts
meme?
that don't even exist. It's more than just I don't believe in it. She's saying nobody believes in anything, therefore nobody can be held accountable for anything that they do or say because it's all
Nothing.
silly.
Max, listen to me. I brought you on here because I love you. The point of this is to have them kill each other, not for you to kill Brittany. Yes.
Max is more serious here, okay? Lav, real quick, just
said-
what Max is
I
trying to
asked
get, what
which side I
the
was on.
point
You
that
said
Max,
left.
the point that Max is trying to get across to you is, let's say that you,
Oh
you
my
confront
God.
somebody who's a child rapist, and they're like, I really like raping kids, and you're like, that's
Jesus
disgusting, you shouldn't, and they're like, I
Christ.
love raping kids with brown hair, it's the most fun thing in the world, and you're like, wait a second, do you think that brown-haired kids are the most attractive? When you should be focusing on the child rape part. That's what Max is saying. She'll bring up like a detail about like the more that's not central to what's being discussed.
Jesus
Jump in on it and
Christ.
fight on the side battles, and she can win those very easily because she's not an idiot. And Max knows she can win those very. So when you start trying to like, oh well, you think I'm a 1 or whatever, she's gonna say,
Yeah,
I don't know if
we're
you're a
like-
1. You might be whatever you are, right? And then all of a sudden,
Damn.
you lose,
I'm like a-
fights. Yeah. That's what Max is criticizing.
I'm like a wolf.
I
and you're like a
understand
poodle.
that.
I'm like
No,
a
I understand
wolf.
that.
Piece of hot dog, and then you go
because-
fucking
Max,
running after it, and then I gotta get you, and I'm
No,
like, are you
Max,
ready to do this, Lav? And you're like,
Max, so this
I'm
is
like,
how-
Lav,
this
okay,
is
swallow
why-
the hot dog. Let's go. Let's get back on topic.
Max, I watched your thing with Brittany. I did not think it went well. So obviously, what you are
It's all over. It's done.
Look at
Kill
like the
it.
boys. I said it was gonna be like the
Kill
boys.
it.
Season 3, the end. This is what's happening.
No, shut up. Okay. Max, I appreciate what you're doing and that you like really want to like pin her and this is like a debate for you. For me, I'm like seeking to understand and I want it to be a
I'm
conversation
seeking to
and I
have
have
a
some serious
conversation.
criticism.
Honestly, honestly, I'm only on your side because that's the side I was assigned to. If you want me to switch to Brittany's side, I would love to fucking grind you into dust right now.
Oh my God.
But as it stands, I'm appointed to you, and I'm trying to help you not win a debate, but have a conversation that makes any fucking sense or has any meaning.
Jesus Christ.
That's my goal. I just want the conversation to have meaning. Yes.
Fine.
This is what got
Mac,
me scared.
I allow you to switch to Brittany's side. Lab, let's fucking finish this bitch. You ready?
All right, Brittany.
We're gonna work together. Fucking crush
All right,
this
Brittany.
motherfucker. I know how he thinks. I came from his town. Let's end these cocksuckers fucking
All
once
right.
and for all.
We got
All right,
this.
the floor is yours, long talker. Let's go.
Long
What does it mean?
talker.
Yeah, that's you.
What are we doing? What did we?
I'm long talker.
Yeah, you're a long talker.
What?
Blank.
Mr. Girl is on your side now, I guess, and Dan is
Okay,
on Lav's
so
side.
Lav, yeah, the brown-haired ones are not the most attractive, Lav. That's a ridiculous statement.
Let's go.
Oh my
Alright,
god,
alright,
I think
Lev.
this is fucking ridiculous. First of all, I want you to know, Max, that it's like extremely denigrating when you're telling me that I can't hold my own. You haven't given me a chance to
Extremely
fucking hold my own
denigrating.
at all.
That is
Hold
true.
your own.
You do
Go
talk
ahead.
over
Hold
women
your
a lot.
Questions.
Right now,
I
you're
have
talking
different
over a
questions
woman.
than you do. I have different questions than you do. So if
Lav
you
is so
want
sexist
to, if you
that she
want to
talks
direct
over
this
herself.
conversation, if you want to direct this conversation, go ahead. Go
I don't want to
ahead.
direct the. I'm on the
Because
defense now. I
no,
don't want to
we
direct the
won't let
conversation.
you.
You direct.
Dealing
No,
with
no,
you
no, no, no.
and
You're in
Brittany
charge,
is
Lav.
making my
Go ahead.
brain
Oh
not
yeah.
Take.
This is
no,
enough.
Why would I direct the
have to deal
conversation?
with you. I have to deal with Dad training me, and then I have to deal with fucking Brittany acting like a fucking child.
I got
Like, I
leather
would like
going.
to just
I
please have a
need-
fucking adult conversation.
That'd be nice.
Lev, I swear.
That would be
I'll try.
nice.
I'll try. I'll try, Lev. Just me and you.
Chopper
Just fuck the boys. Me and you.
You've got the steering wheel, Lav. Where do you want to take?
Let's
Oh my
see.
God, I don't
What's
even
the
know where the
next?
fuck I was. I
Just
you asking me
do-
a question,
Wait.
Matt.
Maybe you should have
Take a second.
fired your
Work
navigators,
back.
but go ahead.
Please,
Take a
Lev.
second.
going?
Focus. It's
Can I just
okay.
talk to Lev,
Focus.
please? Please give me 5 fucking minutes. Lev.
5 minutes.
Lev, what do you think humans are doing here?
Don't let her get. Fuck this and her fucking woo-woo bullshit that harms people in the real
This is
world.
what, okay, so this is what I think. I think that you are like really. Well, it's hard because I don't know how to change your
Jesus
mind from
Christ.
like you thinking that nothing matters. I can only tell you the gravity in which like
The
no
only
one
thing that
else
matters
thinks-
is what matters to you. That's the only thing
The
that matters,
only
Lev.
No, but you are cultivating an audience.
No, Lev, Lev,
like,
Lev.
not-
The only thing that matters is what matters to you.
So you could do anything bad in the world, and as long as I
Okay.
like.
Now, Brittany, she's taking whatever you say. She allows you to change the subject to whatever. Just keep doing that. Every time
This
she says something,
motherfucker, you love
just
talking
say,
over
just
women.
literally, just interrupt her and say a new thing.
Wait, stop. Brittany and Lav wanted to talk on their own for 5 minutes without the boys, so let them talk.
Without the boy.
What? Oh my god, it's so cute.
It's his merch. It's so cute.
It is cute.
Feels like something bad could happen to someone that like pays for your advice or your time, and you would just be like, they could kill themselves, and you could just be like,
Brittany.
yeah, but I'm just a human. I'm just nothing matters. Like I'm just here.
That's a point. That's true.
Yeah, but it would matter to me. So it matters.
Oh.
Wait. So it does matter to you. So human's not gonna human. Human's gonna listen to Brittany. I'm confused.
I know you're confused, Habibi. I know.
Sorry.
That's what I'm saying. I know you're
like,
confused.
you are so-
It's your
I'm
only,
not
no,
gonna
listen to
find,
me.
like-
Listen to me. Everything is a construct. We don't even know what we're doing here on this stupid fucking planet. I'm trying my best to share the knowledge I learned. Over time, people have decided to come to me. Our lessons are really fun. You can call them lessons. I don't give a fuck what you call them, girl. Whatever makes you happy, right? Same with sex work. Whatever, however you want to view it, I don't care. Just let me do what I want to do. If you're so worried about what I'm doing, and I know you are, then admit it. Admit that you want to control me and control my life. Admit you're worried, and the road to hell is paved
Wait,
in
wait,
good
no, 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 no,
intentions.
Brittany,
And I
Brittany,
think you know. I understand.
Hold on.
And I wait. Listen. Listen. I understand people are adults and we struggle. People who come to me usually have therapists, it's not fair. People who come to me usually college graduates, it's not about money. It's usually about a path. They've done everything they can do and now they're like, what the fuck else? I'm the what the fuck else. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Who fucking cares? They try something, it doesn't work. What does it matter? It's like weed or ayahuasca. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, who the fuck cares?
Ayahuasca.
Nothing works. So if in your framework, if nothing works, would you rather be someone who like causes?
What do you mean
harm?
nothing works? I'm saying if it doesn't work, go find a different tool. I'm just a tool.
But in your world, I'm trying to enter your brain. In your world, like nothing matters because we're all gonna die.
No, nothing matters, but it only matters to you,
All
the
gonna
individual.
fucking
so I, Brittany, care about
die.
Destiny because Destiny is
Okay,
my
so
friend.
are you just not capable of seeing that people like exist outside of you? Like I'm really.
Those are the bubbles. Yes. Okay. So now we're on the same page.
The
You live in
bubble.
one bubble. I live in a bubble. In my
You live in
bubble,
the
this is how we
bubbles,
fuck.
and
In your bubble,
I
you fuck
live in
different.
the
Girl, that's great. No
bubble.
judgment. But you're
Okay,
judging the way I fuck right
but
now,
we
and
do
it's
live-
annoying
You
me.
judge them
No,
way.
but we do live in like a
Fuck,
society.
bitch.
Like, okay, so
You live
have
on
your
your
own-
part of society. We only overlap because of the fucking internet. Do we live in the same fucking town?
We could.
Okay.
You're getting too
This
aggressive.
Right though? I'm sorry,
Makes
sorry,
it
girl.
sound
Sorry,
like
girl. I'm
she's
feeling
hitting
it.
him-
I'm feeling it.
With
This is my
crap.
first panel, girl.
Makes
So
it sound like she's
the
hitting
problem,
a
the
nerve.
problem, the problem is that you're like, we live in a society where things like have like a greater voice, right? So if you're telling people like, if you're saying,
Stone
"Okay,
and
well, that's
planks.
Society, not that I
It's
consented
like to
in the
make
first
the
place.
blood
And I live in
press.
America because that's the area I fuck with, and I live
Plank
in
the
a
fuck
state I
up.
like.
Oh.
That's about my vibe.
Stone
That's
the
all I'm
fuck
asking
up.
people to do. Go with your
I'm
vibe.
not sure if it's because you're high, but I'm like having
No,
such
bro.
a fucking hard time.
Oh,
Like,
we just don't speak. We
No,
don't see
it's-
each other.
it's
That's
not
no big
that she's
deal.
high.
Yeah.
It's just we don't see each other. It's no big deal. It's
No,
literally
it's-
how
Right,
segment
no,
we
is.
don't
It's why
see
there's
each other.
chaos.
like
Yeah.
a weird like
Because I'm-
abuse tactic on me.
No,
where you're like,
because you literally are taking
nothing
me
matters.
so
I'm like,
serious.
but what if I'm like, I'm in pain? What you've done to me is bringing me pain. You're like, I don't matter.
Take a deep
Stop.
breath. How did I cause you pain? Can I repair it? Are you analyzing it and blowing it up in your head? Okay? It happens. No biggie. Take a deep breath.
Okay.
Okay? People fall in love with
I
their
have an idea.
therapists. People
Brittany.
fall in love with their priests. People fall in love with their parents. What do you want me to do? Doing
Brittany, I
my
have an
best. I
idea.
have
I have an
boundaries.
idea.
Max, no, you don't. Shh.
Yeah, I know I do,
Hey, Lav,
Brittany.
I'm
Yes,
trying. I know.
dude.
Wait.
Let me hear me out.
Hold it. Lav, I'm
But you're-
trying my best, girly. I don't know why you're taking me so serious. I don't want to be Mother Teresa, girl. I don't got time for that. I just want to get high and watch anime and have a couple babies and be a YouTuber. Can I
Have
do
a
that?
couple of babies.
And a sex
Sure.
worker.
My problem is that like you're prescribing. So you're prescribing.
I'm just saying, this is my thought process. I'm a problem solver. I get bored. I like puzzles. You like puzzles? People bring me their puzzles and I solve them. Like, I literally just solve it. One guy pays me. He paid me to figure out why he's calling me. Tell me that's not the best job in the world. That is the greatest job. You just, girl, it is. I'm telling you, you should do it. You should try. Try talking to people for a living. For me, I do it because I'm a problem solver.
Okay,
That's
Brittany,
all.
I
That's
think
all I
you
am.
should focus-
Solve.
I think you should focus on the highly personal nature of
You
the
guys
things
are
you're talking
acting
about.
like I don't understand
Brittany,
and feel sad if people don't get what they need out of my stuff. But it's life.
Where's the-
I'm doing my best.
I think you should focus on the highly personal nature of this. So say, I'm not teaching you how to live. I'm teaching you.
I don't think Brittany needs help in this.
So wait. So
I think she does.
I think the problem is that
I think she
that the way
absolutely
that
does.
you see the world is the way the world is.
No, girly. I'm saying we all see the world the way we think it is, and this is the way I see it. And people who see it like me,
What you
it's
talking
cool if
about,
I can
my
help you
God?
figure out
No,
our
but even
version
that,
of
even
the
making
game.
that prescription, like, what if there is like a way that the world is? You're still saying that, like,
Yes,
you
I'm
feel-
saying
the way you feel the world
No,
is. the way-
left. My work is the whole point of my work is to say we don't actually know these answers, but you act like we do, and I'm saying no. I'm the one who's truly saying we have no idea, but you
No,
are saying
we-
you do,
no, but
and that's why you
facts
feel
exist, so, like-
confident. No, that's why you feel
No, but, like,
confident telling me
facts
what to do with my life
No, so-
because
no,
you
so,
think
like,
you have the
facts
answer.
exist.
I'm not
No.
telling you what to do with your life. You feel comfortable
no,
telling me
it's-
what to do with mine only
Jesus
because you think you have
Christ.
the answer, girly.
Okay,
How
so
could
since
I?
have the answer?
She's got all the answers. Where? Let me scroll way the fuck down. Da, 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 da. The funny debate. This is funny. Where the fuck? Man, that's a lot of shit. Oh, that's way too far.
conforming, so now it's
You're framing this as it is. You will never capitulate.
Never
moderation.
capitulate.
Almost
style.
never.
So again, I'm giving you.
No.
I don't agree with that. I think that I'm trying to make a point, and you're trying
Okay.
to disintegrate the conversation, so I can't make.
I didn't.
Do my wood
conversation
in
was
here.
meaningless. Like,
Take
is some
that.
level of conformity
I
required
think
to
you have a
dogpile?
I think you have derailed the conversation.
Okay.
Okay, I know you hate examples, but I'm going to give examples where I think you're wrong. He lost his YouTuber as an artist, because he is an artist, and he put a lot of effort into that channel, and it's super sad that it got shut down by a bunch of fucking losers. Yeah, so
Fucking
he's feeling bad about
losers.
that. He's feeling bad because the one community that he can still kind of hold on to that's like growing him a bit has now seemingly turned against him. And then at the behest of seemingly the owner of that community, who he thought was his friend, it seems like now the moderators, everybody, are furthering the aggression against him, and it's not even hitting somebody while it's down, it's like drilling into his head while he's down. So from his perspective, yeah, I'm sure he's like ultra super mentally, because it seems like literally the whole fucking world is against him in a way that like most people don't experience. So yeah, I'm definitely empathetic towards his
Okay.
position, of course.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to talk to you because it feels like, things seem tense.
There's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on. Yeah.
I'm upset about a lot of different.
Okay.
What would you say the purpose of this conversation?
Copper.
Should we agree on that?
Fucking copper.
Yeah, I mean, it's your conversation, so you tell me whatever you want the purpose to be.
I want to. I don't like how things are going.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it seems like maybe you don't too.
That's the grinder. I need 4 copper ignite and 4 west.
Okay. Well.
I need to go copper.
I'd like things to change.
Ignite.
And I guess worst case scenario is like if I don't like the way working with you is, then I'd like to just be friends.
Paper here.
Okay, gotcha.
So people keep talking about like me attacking you or like turning into Vosh or Hassan or trying to destroy your career or destroy you somehow. Which I don't want. I want things to change. Or I basically just setting boundaries. You know, there's like certain stuff happening that I just don't want to happen.
I need copper.
I want this to turn into
Here's to you both resolving these issues.
Like it's
I'm a big.
You don't want this to turn into say the last thing again? Sorry.
to a debate.
Oh. Okay.
He's afraid of the debate. Everything's
okay.
always gonna be a debate.
Can we agree on a premise?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure, go for it. Well, I mean, I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, you could suggest it. We'll see where it's at, yeah.
I have been dogpiled by your community.
Yeah, absolutely, of course.
Absolutely.
Okay. Fact 1. 2, I cannot defend myself in the subreddit, nor can other people.
You definitely can't post Civil War and everything. It's pretty hard for other people to, I'd say right now. I think I'd probably agree with that.
Okay. So it is within your subreddit, it is a hands tied behind my back dogpile.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Okay. You could stop that if you wanted to. You could stop the hands tied behind my back part if you wanted to. You could have unbanned me to a point, or you could have told Forethought to stop banning my fans at any point. You have not done that.
Yeah.
Okay. I have posted a total of 9 times in your subreddit. Made posts of my own.
Okay.
Starting 6 months ago.
6 months
I think
ago?
my first post was after the doll review. And I that was my first dog pile in the subreddit.
First doggy pile.
I think I did a Q&A. I did a AMA where I was like, I just wanted, I need some control over the narrative, because like that was the first time I felt like you're really just writing a story about me that's like very unfavorable to me, and I was like, okay, I need a way to add my voice to this. You know, it's your subreddit, it's your stream, whatever. So since then, I think every time I have felt like you.
Wait, hold on, real quick, just on that. You said you'd written some posts, right? Yeah. 9 posts, but you're more comment. You're not counting the comments there, right? Just checking.
Right, I've commented a ton.
Okay, gotcha. All right, sorry.
But I've only written nine total. 9 times I've been like, I need to tell a story.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't like the story Steven's telling about me. I need to tell my own story. And I think the way you've kind of taken the higher status position in most of our interactions has been okay with me. I noticed it like immediately. Usually, like there's never a conversation where you do a stream with someone and I come in and I'm like, buddy, Steven, let me tell you how you got to talk to people. Like you did this all wrong. Let me give you some pointers on like how to have a human conversation. You're autistic. Like we have conversations like that, right?
Okay.
Do we agree on that?
Yeah, generally.
Around this? Okay. So usually, if we're having a disagreement about communication styles, it's you telling me why you think I did something wrong or spoke to someone the wrong way, and you giving me your advice. And a lot of times that's not.
I just want to be clear. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think every single time, it's generally you've come to me for it. I'm not like messaging you like, hey, we need to talk about how you spoke to this person, right?
I don't think so. Like after the Lauren conversation, when you were telling me to rub the cat, like get the cat to roll over before you rub its belly.
I don't think that conversation started with me saying like, hey, you need to come on and we need to talk about how you talk about Lauren, right? Didn't I just?
Well, you DM'd me asking me if you could come in and moderate.
Initially, I did because you guys got stuck in on thing, but.
Okay, right, but there's never been a conversation where I was watching you and then I DM'd you and I was like, Steven, you need a translator.
I don't think you've done it explicitly. You kind of did with the lab stuff, but maybe you'd say that's
Kind of.
differently because you felt like she was getting dogpiled. Although I could argue there was a translation thing on there, but sure. But I mean, I think for all intents and purposes, yeah. Obviously, there's one way that it. Tests
Go ahead, motherfucker.
Okay. That's okay with. I'm okay with you being my streaming big brother. You know, I'm all right with that.
Ooh.
I don't need to be like.
Give me some fucking.
In our conversations.
Hey.
But sometimes.
It's that razor rap.
Say,
yeah.
You'll say it in a way that.
Cool.
Starts a dogpile against me, or in my point of view, fucks me.
I didn't know this shit was still in the game.
So it's been very important.
Sun resistance, max health.
I mean, in trying to navigate
Sweet.
this, figure out like how do I want to talk about other streamers? How do I want to communicate about it? How do I want to talk about like conversations after they happen? Like you've got the pre-talk, you've got the post-talk, you've got the breakdown, you've got the status in the conversation, you've got the audience on your side. Well, with all that stacked, I've still been kind of okay with like, okay, as long as I can tell my story and have my essay, which are usually well liked, then it feels like.
Is there another chest in here?
Can handle.
No.
The setup.
Maybe go down here,
Now
fight the
that's
boss
been
again. Maybe I'll get some more.
Oh, it was starting to be taken away from me.
Let's
I think
don't
before
maybe.
Thought started just banning people for supporting.
I don't know. He's still
And then
down.
like the narrative was like, there's a mod with a hate boner against Mr. Girl, which is obviously chilling. Has a chilling effect on support of me. Do you agree with that?
It could.
Not that it was banned, but that it's not encouraged for sure.
Looks like break time.
Okay, so I mean, I guess what this comes down to is like, I feel that you are defining me unfavorably, particularly when we are in a disagreement with each other. And if you're gonna do that, I need to be able to be defended somehow. And so I heard what you said earlier where I'm saying that it's intentional and that there's no way to get around that. Because if you're making the conscious decision to not delete good criticism of yourself, then you must be doing all this consciously. That's a good point. I guess I see it this way.
I guess I should
you're
too,
not
motherfucker.
intentionally preventing yourself from
Damn.
like hyper defensive moderation. Like you're not, there's no like separation of powers where you're like trying to stop yourself from impulse banning people, like obviously. So I understand from your perspective it's that some posts seem like bullshit criticisms of you, but in swearing, like, how does it have 500 upvotes from your own fans if it is truly bullshit criticism? I guess it just...
Do you think that the upvote system is a good way to foster the most intelligent type of conversation you can have on Reddit?
No.
Then why would I use upvotes as an indicator for whether criticism is good or bad?
I don't think I was saying good or bad.
You seem to imply that I'm saying some criticism is bullshit, and you're saying, well, how can it possibly be bullshit when there's so many upvotes? The question is, do you think upvotes are indicative of whether or not a particular post is good or bad, or criticism or bad? So probably
no. They're indicative of resonance. They're indicative of resonance.
Okay.
And if a criticism
Fuck.
resonates with your own fans, that is an indication that it's probably not bullshit.
Sure, possibly. But I could also just not want that criticism.
Yes. So that's a different idea than the criticism of bullshit.
Taste
There's
of
a lot
knowledge.
bullshit. Like, because I wouldn't say the criticism is good or valid is the same as it resonates. There's a lot of things that resonate that I would
Resonate.
Right? But sure, we can say that the criticism resonates. For sure.
Resonates.
That's probably the case.
Yeah, and I think even criticism that resonates.
What is this? Fuck me up. Alright.
I must make room if I want to carry that.
If you're gonna create an environment that is fair to your orbiters.
Why am I creating an environment that is fair to my orbiters? I don't know what that means.
You're not.
Well, no, or why
That's
should
my whole.
I?
I mean, that's my whole.
Yeah, of course. It's not. It's my environment. It's not. I would never say that.
Why
like,
should you?
Yeah, my subreddit is a place where everybody can come for equal representation and have equal access to my community.
What?
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, so
I'm
you
saying-
implied
And
you
I
said
need
that
more.
I'm creating a subreddit that is unfair to a group of people that don't own the subreddit, which seems
Yes.
to imply that I ought to make the subreddit. The
Yes.
contrapositive is I ought to make the subreddit fair to most or all people. And what I'm
No,
saying is, well,
just orbiters, not all
okay,
people.
say
just your
orbiters, yeah. But then my criticism would be, well, why would I do that? Or why would that?
Why?
be my-
Why would I?
Why?
For two
Why?
reasons. One, I think it's what's best for us, the orbiters. I think it's immoral to not do that.
What if it was at the detriment to myself? Do I have an obligation to run my community in a way that benefits people that interact with me that I feel is detrimental to myself?
I will answer that, but I don't think it is. I think what you're doing is already detrimental to yourself. So, I think the two interests are aligned, but
Can you provide, like, give me an example for that? Because on the flip side, and I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but on the flip side, I would say that I have one of the most successful communities on Reddit of any content creator, including those that are like 10 times the size of me. So I feel like something is working right.
You have a...
But go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, size-wise. Okay, wait, so what am I arguing that it's in your best interest to...
Well, you seem to be implying that, like, the moderation decisions that I'm making don't even serve
Are
my
bad
own
for you.
interests. Yeah.
I don't think they do.
Yeah.
Yes.
And seems to me that so far the way the subreddit's ran has been wildly successful for the sub.
It is, but compared to what it could be, we don't know. I mean, obviously the sub could be better, or the
Yeah,
sub could
the
be worse.
hypothetical thing you're comparing it to could be, you can't give me any other example of a subreddit that's like that. And in fact, I would even...
That allows...
Yeah, because almost every subreddit that is considered of high quality on Reddit has extensive moderation. Nazi-like moderation, some might even say.
I'm okay with Nazi-like moderation. That's not what that's not what I'm arguing against. I'm arguing against unfair moderation that humiliates your coworkers,
Unfair.
colleagues, or underlings, wherever we are, orbiters. You have moderation that specifically humiliates your orbiters and generates dog piles against them. A vicious dog pile.
I don't know.
So it's not the amount of moderation, it's kind of moderation.
Quick sit down for pages.
I'm against. And it's not that you're intentionally generating dog piles, it's that you're not intentionally trying to prevent them. I think the kind of content you make and the kind of conversations we all have, you would have to go out of your way. You'd have to go above and beyond to protect your
It's
orbiters.
the
and I don't
eating
think you're doing
thingy.
that. I mean, you're saying you're not doing it. You're saying
probably
I should
not.
have.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know if I would.
Okay, so the reasons. Well, okay, what am I answering? Why should you? For your own interest, or am I saying what would be my take if it was somehow against your interest, but in the interest?
Refinement.
For one, I don't actually agree that it is in my interest. I don't think I even agree with that.
Okay.
Or
yeah,
copper.
so we can start on that one.
Whether it's in your interest?
Yeah.
A lot of the conversations you have with your orbiters are boring.
Redstone. One copper.
People are sycophantic toward you, and I think my sense is that you dislike this. And I think that comes across in the streams. So while the subreddit
Where
subreddit
else
health
can I
is
get
different from the
copper?
stream
That
health,
seems to.
I think that if your orbiters feel like they have to suck up to you or become a copy of you or be a worse, I mean, ultimately a worse version of you,
Can I get just
then I think that
copper?
really
Yeah.
impacts the conversations that you're able to have with those people. I mean, I've started using the derogatory term white blood cell when I'm having an argument with you or even a conversation, and they start flooding into the room to just parrot whatever you're
it's more
saying, and then you're
white
playing
cell.
video games and they're parroting you, and I'm like, do you
Maybe
like this?
I'll
Like,
look
how
around
can
for
this
more.
not, like, why would you want to surround yourself
Go out
with
this
people
way
who
some
are
and look
afraid to
some
disagree with
more.
you? And so
Do you think that most people that have
Iron.
my opinions, do you think they're afraid to disagree with me?
Why am I getting stuck on this shit?
afraid to disagree with you.
Gotcha. I guess it's possible. I don't know how either of us would prove it, but I think that the answer is probably like a lot more boring, and that's just that they all watch my content. I tend to do the most research on the issues I talk about of most of my orbiters, and then therefore they tend to kind of just have my opinions. There are exceptions to that, but the exceptions are the people that do more research than me, and they do tend to disagree with me on things. Like Roseburst is a good example. He's come on my stream and he's argued with me about things before, and he's disagreed with me with things. I think Pisco's disagreed with me about things. Supreme has come on and disagreed about things, because these are people that have specialized knowledge where they've done more research and they've come on and they're like, oh, you're wrong about this. But it seems like they have no problem disagreeing with me ever.
My view is that having orbiters who are also your fans hurts your content.
I mean, do you think that like Abba is a bad person to jump in and talk to me, or Muda is a bad person to, like, I think all of my orbiters / fans have disagreed with me, I think, at some point in time. Like,
I don't want to call anyone out specifically. I just want to call out a dynamic that I see where I don't see. I see a filtration. Like, there are people on the internet who are well-spoken, interesting, and have heavy disagreements with you about really big topics that would probably turn into really interesting debates, discussions, high conflict streams where you'd be able to really hash things out with people. That I think those people are being turned away. So again, it's not that I'm trying to.
can we think of, not to put you on the spot, but like, what's like an example of one of these people? I'm super curious. Because like I'm thinking like Pisco
I
is
wanna
probably
give an
one guy that I
example.
probably almost, he actually even triggers at me in chat when I just see him type. I'm already triggered because I already know he's disagreeing with me, and he does it a lot. and I think he's probably one of the most overwhelmingly positively received people in my subreddit. And that's like a high conflict person.
Yeah, that's good. No, I don't want to give an example. I just want to, again, I mean, like, did you disagree with this idea that, like, you have a lot of sycophantic clones of yourself?
Yeah, I disagree. I mean, there are people that definitely they pick up my manners and stuff, but I don't think that it's to the point where they're scared to disagree with me. I don't agree with that dynamic, no.
Okay, so my sense that this, like, dreadful fog of boredom descends over the stream when somebody comes in to just kind of shoot through shit and agree with you about something. That doesn't, you don't...
Oh, that definitely exists, but I don't know if it's because people are scared to disagree with me. I think that's just the nature of, like, what I do in terms of political conversations. Like, I'm going to tend to talk to people that agree with me because the people that heavily disagree with me generally don't want to talk. Like, I think that's just, like, the nature of doing, like, political content online in general.
Well, I'm saying I think you're contributing. I know that there's a narrative that people who disagree with me don't want to talk to me, but I think this is part of why that's happening.
Okay.
Because if you do disagree with you in a certain way, a certain number of times, you're gonna face a dogfight.
Yeah, I mean that can happen, but I mean like that. I mean like, there in some ways it's controllable, but in other ways it's like kind of uncontrollable. Like it just depends on what's going on.
Okay, well, I have some suggestions on what I think you could do to protect your orbiters. But you're saying, why is it good for me to protect my orbiters?
Well, now you're not talking about orbiters. Now you're talking to anybody that I can have like conversation with. So, like for instance, there's like a 3-day.
People would become orbiters. Potential. I'm talking about hypothetical.
Well, like so I have like a 3-day circle jerk rule. So like I don't want people posting threads for like people days and days, or people like posting accessories. Like just stop. This is like
Days and
like that's a
days.
rule that I've had. I don't know when I started that, but it was in response to people who were like shitting on some people. It's too much. It was like this is too much.
It's too much.
But,
Too
like,
much.
Sure.
There's also going to be people that. So here's the issue: when I talk to people that I massively disagree with, that I have huge disagreements with, chances are my sub is going to have huge disagreements with them as well. So I mean, like,
Alright.
I mean, like, I can tell people to be nicer, but like, if I argue with,
We can hit these camps more. Seems
theoretically,
like they
people in
have.
Southern argue about immigration and her hypocrisy related to like immigrating to Australia was a big one that Peace argued about. My sub is probably going to shit on her, like. But I mean, like, I could tell people to be nicer, but there's still gonna be a ton of people saying like she's a hypocrite.
More stuff than they used to.
Be nicer.
More rewarding to hit these camps.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't know what we're suggesting.
Imagine if you have a debate
Hey.
with Lauren Southern about immigration.
Maybe
and
it's
you
just
ban
been lucky
anyone who
the
agrees with her, and then you ban her.
last couple of times.
It would depend on
And then-
what her and her
This-
fans were posting, though. Like I've kind
Or a
of done
third,
that
yeah.
with, like, if Griper is posting
Do
my
you see how that would
subreddit.
make-
If Griper is posting my
that would
subreddit
make-
about some things, then
Yeah.
it's okay-ish. But sometimes it's just like literal sycophants that just show up and like engage in shit that I don't want on my subreddit. It's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I wouldn't
well,
ban
in
every
this-
single person who would defend Fuentes or whatever.
Well, yes, only every single person who bans me. I mean, who defends me.
Well, that's only
So
after the war declaration and everything. But like,
That's fine. I know. I understand. I gave you the ammunition needed to justify this, but I still think it's wrong. And I still
well,
think
look,
you
you're
should
making
do
it sound incredibly arbitrary. Like there were already issues popping up beforehand with like the sycophantic like defense stuff that I think was like irritating. Probably both me and Floyd thought.
Defining it as sycophantic defense is already smuggling in the premise that you're right and I'm wrong, which is.
Well, isn't that kind of what you've done with my fans? And I feel like the way that you conduct yourself and myself is kind of pretty similar in terms of like the type of defense that I see. In terms of like,
Wait.
yeah, go ahead.
What isn't what? How would I've done with this?
Like the way that you represent, like if I, fully prepared to be calling this I'm wrong, but I think if you go through my posts in Vosh's subreddit, I think my posts are pretty good. My comments, usually when I'm responding to people, I'm generally pretty polite. I'm generally like, these are the facts, this is what I feel, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like when I saw your post sometimes in my subreddit, it was literally like, you guys aren't smart enough to understand this. You don't get this like my fans get
You don't
this.
get
You
this
just
like
don't
my
understand
fans
this
get
particular
this.
thing. Like those kinds of
You're
defenses,
fucking
and the people that
losers.
see that and then make similar defenses are gonna like, it's gonna breed a certain style of conversation where it's like, I just don't want to see it.
Okay. Saying people are too stupid to understand your arguments is something that you do a lot.
On my stream, but if I went into I think I've had this exact conversation before. If I went into Vosh's subreddit and I started saying that, I would fully expect to get banned. Like when I post in my subreddit, I'm an actual.
Bosch is your bar.
Hold on. If I've been posting in my subreddit, I'm a feral monster, and I fully acknowledge that. I'm like it because it's my subreddit. But if I'm posting in other people's subreddits, like okay, well I'm like a guest here, and I'll post it in a way that I wouldn't want to get banned if somebody else was posting my subreddit. That's generally how I function.
Okay, so yeah, I know that's how you function. That's the thing I'm complaining about.
Okay.
That I have to be polite and nice, and you get to tear into me in front of all these people.
Well, I don't think I've ever posted on the subreddit like tearing into you. Like anything I say is generally done on stream.
You kind of have. You've made some comments. We had a tense comment exchange where you said maybe if you're getting this feedback after these conversations, then you're the one with the problem.
What was it in reference to?
Yes, the one with the problem. Fucking loser.
Some conversation I had that you thought I didn't have, right? People were arguing about it. And somebody said, somebody quoted Shaylin's twit longer and said, it's not true that you can't ask Max to be nice.
Research
and then
test in a sword
made fun of that person and, by implication, Shaylin.
I think I would make fun if I remember correctly. Yeah, I probably would. I probably did.
Okay, so I'm just saying it's not true that it's all on stream. You have.
Okay, there are some comments that I do make on my side, but it's pretty rare. It's generally not. I'm generally just talking on stream.
Okay.
Like I think at this point, I actually think you've probably posted my subreddit more than I have. I think you've posted like almost, somebody said some 700 comments on my subreddit. I don't think I've posted that much on my subreddit.
Yeah.
But
well,
okay.
There's a lot of dog piles happening, so.
I've been dogpiled on my subreddit way more than you have.
Yeah, but it's different when it's.
Sure. Okay. I'm just saying. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I feel like we're getting a little lost in the weeds here.
Yeah. Go for
it. The last point of contention was I think.
You only fit 50
I
points.
can imagine a more interesting stream where people who have genuine disagreements with you. And I'm not saying there are none, but I'm saying that your orbit, I think, is mostly. There's a trend of people just kind of soft disagreeing, fake surface level disagreements, drenched in sycophantic dick licking. And
sycophantic dick licking.
Okay, it's possible, but I don't know if like changing the subreddit moderation impacts that at all.
I haven't slept a full night in like 2 weeks. And a lot of that is because of your subreddit. Just endless. I mean, like, man, you ban some criticism that you just don't like in your own subreddit because of how it makes you feel. Imagine how it would make you feel if you and anyone who agreed with you was banned from responding, and for periods of time you are the main topic of the subreddit. It's a really terrible feeling watching your this story be told about you.
Yeah, obviously I understand what this feels like, right? You certainly understand. I know what this feels like.
Go do this vlog.
Plenty of subreddits this before, yeah.
Okay. But it feels worse when it's your friend, and not just friend, but like
it is
professional. We have a professional relationship. Like, you're not just we work together, and this also impacts my work and my career. So
yeah, sure. But I don't know if I would ever I understand we have different ways of dealing with things, and that's totally fine. We can have totally fair to have different values and everything. But I don't think I would ever let my comfort zone extend into somebody else's community. Lauren's community has had pretty awful things to say about me at points. Fuentes' community is atrocious towards me. Wash's community, even at our original separation point and coming back and coming back, has said horrible things about me. But like, even if I'm friends with these people, I can never imagine giving them like, hey, you need to moderate your community differently because they're saying bad things about me. Like, that's what the community does. If I don't like it, I just wouldn't engage in that community. Like, I'll stop posting. If I feel like I want to argue, I'll go to those communities, I'll have some arguments. But yeah, I'm never telling another person you need to change your moderation style because that community is not suiting my needs when it's not my community.
Moderation style.
Okay, so we can just back all the way out, and your objection is that I made a suggestion or demand about a subreddit that I do not own.
No, it's more specifically that it feels like you want a subreddit in particular to cater to you. That
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you saying that asking you to not ban me and all my supporters is also the same as asking you to cater to me?
In a sense, yeah. It depends on why the supporters were banned, though, of course, right?
Oh shit! Running out of blood.
I don't know. I think if they break your TOS, then sure, like ban them. I'm not saying you shouldn't ban anyone who's a supporter of mine, but at this point you're banning people just for being supporters of mine. So it's hard to think of a quality that all supporters of mine would have that would break the terms of your subreddit, unless being a supporter of mine is not allowed, which is the case.
Or I could just feel like there's a certain type of like culture or community brewing that looks to be like really detrimental to my own. I don't want to like hurt that. Yeah.
Right. That seems to be the case. So if you think it's overstepping, period, to ask you. I just don't know why we're switching to the word cater to. I think we should just say, I'm asking you to not ban me and all my supporters. I feel like
you're asking me to make a moderation decision that's in your best interest. Now, originally we approached this. I know what you're saying. Now you're saying, but that's a different argument. But like, yeah, if you want to say like, well, it's not in my best interest, it's in your best interest too. That's one thing. But if it was in my best interest,
I would be asking.
It would just be a conversation about like, oh, well, it's not that I'm like upset or anything. I think your server would be better for everybody. But obviously, you're not coming here to like, I'm trying to increase the power of your brand, and here's my suggestion. I'm super irritated that this particular thing is happening, and this is what I hope you do to remedy my irritation. Is what the conversation essentially is.
Part of it. I think on some level I feel like I'm
fucking motherfucker.
Well, I mean, no offense, but I've been here for 12 years. I don't need to save it for myself. I'm probably gonna be here for, well, hopefully, we'll see. But I mean, like, I think that it's generally coming from like a place of like, I'm getting fucked in this community, and I want to unfuck myself in this community, and now I'm gonna see.
That is what I'm saying. I'm telling you that.
Yeah. And even before,
come on.
Okay, fine. But then even before like the declaration of war and everything, like you were of the mind that you wanted explicit changes in the moderation of the community because you felt like you're.
But again, I don't know why we're abstracting this to explicit changes or a moderation decision. I think we've been pretty clear. I think that you should not impulse ban people, and I think that should be like enshrined into some sort of agreement with your your audience, and I think that
and this is gonna be rough.
Or the way Forethought is operating should either change or he should be fired because he is just banning people for agreeing with me, even about shit that has nothing to do with you. So it just feels a little dishonest to abstract that into you're asking me to make a moderating decision in your favor. Like if you banned all Jews from your subreddit, that would be also, I would probably complain about it. It would be technically asking you to make a moderating decision in my favor, but it's not really, you wouldn't really frame it like that.
Well, it depends on if Jews were having like a horribly negative impact on my sub. If we started posting, like, if a Palestinian issue popped up and it was starting to get unbelievably insane, and every other poster was like, I'm a Zionist, and this is why, you know, we're gonna fucking nuke the Palestinians, fuck all of them. At some point, I might just be like, fuck it, like, yeah, I'm just banning all these people. Now, obviously, that wouldn't be okay.
So when you say banning all these
when
you say banning all these people, you mean banning all the people who are posting that, or you're saying if there was someone else who said I'm Jewish in a different conversation about a different topic, you would also ban that person?
I don't know if I would do it in a different topic. It would depend on how far things had escalated.
Ooh. So there is a point at which you would say, okay, we just have to ban all the Jewish people on the subreddit.
I probably wouldn't do it with Jewish people because that's like an immutable trait. It's a little bit different than explicitly being the fan of a particular person, but.
Okay, so then we can go back to my hypothetical in which if you did ban all Jewish people, I would probably complain about it, and it would technically be me advocating for something in my favor because I would get banned along with them.
Running.
Make the counter argument. You just can't make moderating suggestions. If I think you're doing something unethical,
well, I wouldn't make the argument there because I wouldn't make the argument there because you're intuition pumping something else. Intuition pumping. And that's it. The unethical thing isn't the mistreatment of you and your fans; it's the mistreatment of Jewish people. So when you're making the comparison, like, well, would you ban all black people? And if I were to suggest that you stop, would that be me advocating for myself and making a moderation request?
Okay.
Well, yeah, but like you're kind of pumping in this other idea of like, well, you're doing something that's obviously wrong, right?
So now you bring us to, you should be able to do whatever you want to me in your subreddit, no matter what. If you do, there's no rule or command or direction or anything you could post about me or anything anyone could post about me where it would be appropriate for me to ask you to make a moderating decision that protects me. It is just inappropriate for me to ask for any protection from your subreddit, regardless of the circumstances or what's happening.
I
I'm
think you can
overstepping.
ask for anything. I think that's fine. There's no reason.
It would be
not to.
inappropriate for me to demand it.
Yeah, the demand is
Get
like,
a different
well, in some ways,
target.
you know, we're gonna disagree, and then yeah.
Okay, so if you
Ouch.
started
Wait, what did I
like
do?
photoshopping like nudes of me like getting f***ed in the ass by dogs, and this was just like a super popular thing on your subreddit.
Next
everybody
primary
was doing
attack
it,
conjures.
and it got so popular that when people search Mr. Girl and
Wait,
Max
what do these
Carson,
do?
the first thing that comes up is just photorealistic, perfect shots of me getting f***ed by dogs. You're saying that for me to say like, hey, I think maybe you should make like a rule against revenge porn, or like some kind of rule against like, you know, dog
Where?
photoshops or something.
Wait, where do you-
At that point, you would say, well, you can ask,
Equip
but for you to
Joule?
demand this is overstepping.
What?
This is hard because like it's implying that I'm doing something that's like directly shitting on you while like trying to, while I'd still be receptive to like feedback. But I mean, I guess I would say that like no, if that's like the memes or if that's the way that my community rolls, I mean like at some point you'd have to decide, like,
wait
okay,
a
well,
minute,
wanna-
I see.
I don't think I can be associated with your community if that's how you guys run things, and then I'd have to say, oh okay, well I guess that's how it goes.
Sure, but that's
These
not the question
are
I'm asking you. The question I'm asking
like
you is,
artifacts or
you've
something?
rug
Increased
pulled this entire
duration,
conversation because you
Yes,
are now
Molly.
implying that
Yes, Molly.
to forcefully ask or demand a friend
Okay.
or colleague to change how they
Interesting.
moderate their subreddit, regardless of anything else,
I
is
didn't
in
know what the
itself
fuck those were.
overstepping in an attempt to like take over the subreddit. So
I don't
so
know.
giving you an
It's hard.
extreme
It's, I
example-
don't know if I'd say it's like it's necessarily overstepping or something. Like you can always make a request. There's nothing wrong about making a request.
Yeah, but we're talking about we're talking
Making
about
a
like a boundary, like a forceful.
Yeah,
demand
that can
of,
even be a
like,
boundary.
I
But
need
at
this
some
to
point, like
change.
yeah, but I mean like I wouldn't. I don't know if I would ever acquiesce to somebody else's request for me to change my mind. I don't know if I would do that.
Maybe you wouldn't, but that's different. That's a different question from framing it as overstepping or controlling somehow for me to make those requests. So I just want to get you clear on record. Are you saying that it is always overstepping to say, like you keep saying, like, why would I change my moderation style to benefit you? Like, well, because I'm your friend and I work with you, asshole. That's why. Like you
That's
can,
why.
you can say like,
Fucking
I don't
dick.
think this merits that, but like I think of the dog example, you probably would change it. So
Yeah, for
I-
sure, because that doesn't seem like it benefits my community anyway, and I don't know why I would need pictures of you.
So, but you wouldn't change it for me. If
No,
it
I
did
would,
benefit
because it's
your community.
clearly like f***ing with my community. Yeah, I always prioritize.
What if it did benefit your community? What if it was really funny? Your community started growing. You were making more money. What if you started making
Sweet.
like tons of money? Like
Alright, I guess
$100,000
I'm
a month?
fucking
It's
getting
really
off
hard
the
because
way.
the example is so unrealistic. But in this case, I would say, yeah, then we'll figure that's just how
for
this
stopping
community is.
by.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way your community is
Solar.
that no matter the negative detrimental effects it has on the mental health of your orbiters or people who work with you, no matter how humiliated or hurt they are by
See you
your
later.
community, you
Bye.
will